time. Got liquor on the table, I don't mind. Where the night goes, your skin on mine. I see no other people, love is blind. But that's alright though. Pull me down, drown me in this thing I'm feeling. Round and round, the world is turning upside down. Tell me how I could be the one you're needing, girl. Your touch is driving me wild. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. When you're playful, give it time. I'll make you mine, girl, your hand in mine. I'll lead you far away, girl, so divine. Our lips touch, our eyes close. Pull me down, drown me in this thing I'm feeling. Round and round, the world is turning upside down. Tell me how I could be the one you're needing, girl. Your touch is driving me wild. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. I want your body on me. This moment is fleeting, so don't go away. I want your body on me. This moment is magic, I want you to stay. Your body on me. I want you to stay.
Stuck in chains. All this time with you, I took the pain. Knew that it was wrong to stay. So I told myself I'd walk away. I think I'm ready now, ready now, ready now. And I'm so over you dragging me down. Just wanna let it out, let it out, let it out. Feel so free, gonna shout it out loud. Without you, I'm limitless. There's nothing that you could do to break my spirit or shatter the silence. Oh, I'm telling you that I am fearless. Without you, I'm limitless. There's nothing that you could do to break my spirit or shatter the silence. Oh, I'm telling you that I am fearless. I am fearless. I am fearless. I am fearless.
Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
the gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
This is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons.
It says, when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses. Wow.
I thought you
think
were
about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading?
Have an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you? It's like, oh yeah.
Great deals.
computers and accessories special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if, do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See,
Romance.
it's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. 'Cause GMS starts right now.
Morning, gamer! It's Gaming Morning Show, and it is Tuesday, November 30th, 2021. Thank you for being here wherever that is. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or gamingmorningshow.tv. That is, look, it's Mike O in the bottom left, Sean, Sports.gaming top left. I am Hefty Goof. Bear is here even today as well. Bear made it. Let's go.
I think Bear just lives here now.
Bear wouldn't miss a show.
Yeah.
It's his favorite part of the day.
Ooh, and we have our good friend in the back there too.
It's Diego, the Gaming Morning Lizard. Ba-dum-bum.
We discovered a new spring mix for his food, and he's like losing his mind.
It's like catnip.
Yeah. This
Diego's
is his
bathing.
third bowl of it because he hasn't eaten a lot the last few days. So I put one in there, like walked away to get my coffee, came back and it was gone. And I was like, okay. So he likes it. He likes it. Diego likes it.
Weeks later, you're gonna find this stash where Diego's been placing all this because Diego actually doesn't like it.
It's like just under the rock. You're like, oh.
The rock just keeps going. Why does it keep getting higher? It's ridiculous.
Why is this on the roof?
Listen. Try to listen to this and tell me if it's impossible not to have a good time.
It's Diego, the Gaming Morning Lizard. Ba-dum-bum.
It's pretty good.
I just picture Bob sitting there in this box, and we're like, "Hey, do the Diego thing," and Bob's just like, big old smile on his face, Diego, and then he gets done, he's just like, face just drops.
What did I do?
Bob likes it.
It's probably a good guess. Like after each time, he's just like, oh, this is my life now.
I have to say this stuff over and over and over. 3 hours every
Dan
morning.
Patrick's never asked him to sing about a gaming morning lizard.
Right? Or a lizard in
It's
general.
like on that DP.
Coming up, we got good stuff on tap. Bison. Hey, would the dad buffalo say to the child buffalo before that buffalo went to school?
R.
You'd think it would be R. But actually, he said bison because his child was cool. So we have that story about bison on the loose in Illinois. Are we going to have to write a new book? Because the moose was on the loose. Now the bison's on the loose.
Maybe they're in cahoots.
It's the sequel.
The moose in the... That doesn't rhyme. Never mind.
Dozens in England. What? Oh, dozens stuck in England. The highest pub after.
Got stuck in a pub. Yeah. Because of the snow. Yeah. Well,
A headline from SF Gate: lock in, dozens stuck in England's highest pub after storm. Highest.
how many pubs could a pub chuck pub if a pub chuck could chuck pub?
It was the adjective of highest that was just baffling me. It's like, what? It's like is the most royalist of pubs? Is it elevation wise? Like, I want to know more.
No, you know what that means.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was legal. Deer breaks into New Hampshire elementary school. Isn't this like our 18th deer story breaking into?
So I'm pretty sure there's like a national like pandemic going on of deer breaking into things.
I like to think it's just one deer, just traveling around. It's like, I'm gonna visit this church. I'm gonna visit this elementary school.
Trying to get all 50 states taken care of.
Here's a hospital. Woo!
KJ is here this morning. Scott Chick is here as well. I am JF Down, stacking cups, hanging out with us as well. Master Jordy this morning. Good moron to everyone in the chat. Kiki Lowe stopped in just before the start of the show. KJ was here at 37 past 5 o'clock to, in fact, be the first person. First! So, there you go. It's good.
Congrats.
It is National Computer Security Day. It is Stay Home Because You're Well Day.
Good day.
National Day of Giving, to which somebody put Gifting Day? Question mark. Is it?
I mean, I guess this is the gifting day. We had pre-gifting day, and eventually we'll have re-gifting day. So today is gifting day. So it's,
It makes sense.
I got you this present. Why? It's a National Day of Giving. Oh, really? Yeah, it's Gifting Day. Oh, okay.
huh?
Okay. Thank you. National Mason Jar Day. Did Mason make them? Is that what happened?
I think it's because of the whole like bricklayer is a mason or stoneworker, not a bricklayer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true at all, but it sounds really good.
K-Laugh.
What are they doing with those jars?
It's really early for
You know,
K-Laugh.
mason them. They put rocks in them because what better to carry rocks than glass?
This seems safe. Wow, K-Laugh didn't even hesitate. Named after John Landis
Okay.
Mason, who patented in 1850. You have to yell. Okay. Right. You didn't even ask what.
Was he a mason?
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't say what. That's like the rule. Like when I worked at McDonald's, they tell you like a quarter pounder with cheese, and you'd have to be like, "Thank you." I don't know why, but what is like, "Thank you"?
Is your caps lock broken? It's fine if it is. Just tell us. One heads up.
Maybe he's working in a really loud space right now.
That's true.
Just wants to make sure we can hear him.
Okay. It's National Personal Space Day.
Someone tell that to my kids, please.
Shut. No, it's not your. Well, it is your personal, but you can be close. It's fine. No,
You're way
We're
too close
back
to
here.
Bear.
Oh, that's true.
Way too close to Bear. Yeah.
That's true.
National Bear
Sorry.
Space Day.
Yeah. Bear space. Is the bear space clear? Are there any bogeys in the bear space?
And
Some of
it's
his bogeys in the bear space.
and it's also National Mississippi Day.
MISSISSIPPI.
So you know that when we get to Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, we're gonna get Mississippi today. Just have a feeling.
Nah, today will be the day at Shaq.
Oh my gosh,
And
that
then
day we're just shutting down the
Mike
show
will
and never
quit-
coming
then
back.
Mike will quit the show.
No,
We're
the
done.
show will be done.
Yeah.
It's over.
Oh,
That's
okay,
all we've
cool.
been waiting for. So it'll happen someday.
One Val States. Shaq.
KJ said Mr. Mason was a tinsmith.
Why is that in quotations? Was that like his side hustle, but he really ran booze or moose or something?
It was Mason was like a secret agent, but he's like, yeah, I'm a tinsmith.
Is that your real name, Mr. Mason? Yeah, I got this jar. Okay.
Says my name right there. Look,
Can't argue with that.
I carry my rocks in it. By the way, I am drinking a London Fog Earl Grey Oat Milk Latte, which is my new favorite drink. would go with well with a vanilla bean mousse. This is exciting. I do like when we have food topics because it's food. And we like doing that on the show. But also KJ, the master of the culinary arts, always has something fun to say. And vanilla bean mousse sounds delightful because it's National Mousse Day.
Moose.
There's a moose in the hoose.
Did you ever play the game Moose?
Is there a game called Moose?
There is.
Just do this.
Just do that.
It was a beverage game that one would hypothetically play in college. No, Mike, you're not under arrest. Like, we're just
Oh,
they're moose antlers. Yeah. Mine have spirit fingers.
Spirit moose.
Spirit moose. It's a ghost moose. Ooh, I'm a spirit moose.
It's the actual sign for moose. That's good. It would be weird if it was something else. This actually means horse.
Wait, are you talking about an
Why?
ASL, KJ? That's the actual sign for
assume
moose.
so.
That's great. I want to go to a place where all they talk about all the time is moose. It's like, forgive me, I don't know actually any sign language, but I know you use your fingers. So there'd be things that would happen up here, and then at the end.
What if you're somewhere and people were signing and they kept looking over at you and then signing and then making the moose gesture? You're like, are those people calling me a moose?
And then you turn around. And
Why do
there's
they
just a
keep
moose.
pointing at me?
There's a moose behind you. You're like, oh.
How did I not notice that? It's a moose. It's right there.
There's a
Talking to
moose
your
in the
wife, you're
hoose.
like, these people are really rude.
Caboose. Let's go. Shaq might show up in one vowel words. Now that would be mind blowing.
Yeah, I'd leave. Well, my job here is done.
Mike's just been.
Mission
Mike,
accomplished.
on the other side of the camera, Mike actually has tally marks on the wall for every day that we have not had Shaq yet. So he's just
We're
waiting.
at 644.
It's close. Sure.
Math checks out.
National Mousse Day is about the fluffy dessert, which is kind of how it was defined by nationaldaycalendar.com. A fluffy dessert, but it's also a fluffy anything. There's apparently savory mousse, which is already kind of what have I learned today? It was talking about salmon mousse filling. And so I've already discovered something that sounds far less appealing than a chocolate mousse.
Yeah.
Apparently savory.
Make the moose sign and move your hands from palm like this. But then if you stick your tongue out, that's just rude.
I don't think it was alternating, right? It's like a down and then.
Oh,
Like they're surprised.
Yes.
it's a very aggressive deer.
This is just a moose, and then the deer's like,
A surprise. So moose is just a surprise deer.
what? And that's why they're so much smaller. When they get surprised, they shrink.
Especially if it's cold out, then we're in trouble. Uh-oh. Oh,
Sorry, I had to fix audio, and I allowed that goal. I was busy over here unplugging stuff. All right, so
you're good.
so both palms down to start, then moved up. So it's just like a.
Yes, the surprise deer is what a moose is.
That's how it shall be from now on.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we're playing someone named Moose Start. Oh, that's Muse. Never
Are
mind.
you...
Nah, it's a moose.
Yeah, let's just go. Okay, never mind.
So apparently, in the fine dining world, savory mousse is delicious.
That's the name of my band in high school.
I mean, I've only ever seen chocolate mousse, so even when KJ was like, it'd be delicious with a vanilla bean mousse, I was like, yeah, that sounds fine. And listen, we all know that vanilla is a waste of calories, but vanilla bean, that hits a little bit differently.
Another food take brought to you by Rob.
Well, so this is what it says from National Day Calendar. Also, Hen Ginger, thank you for the follow on Twitch. What can we say about mousse? The word mousse is French. It means foam. Typically, we whip egg whites or cream to make a mousse. Depending on the type of mousse, its consistency can vary from light and airy to thick and creamy. What a great shot by Mousse Start.
He's cracked.
The versatile dish lends itself well to both desserts and savory recipes. In fact, several types of mousse can be served at the same meal, from a smoky salmon mousse as a first course to a tart lemon or creamy chocolate mousse for dessert. There's virtually no limit to the flavors that you can incorporate into a mousse.
What about hot dogs? Can you put hot dogs in a mousse?
Ugh.
Probably, actually. Probably.
God.
Ugh.
KJ, can you put is there mousse hot dogs? Hot dog mousse? I don't know how you describe it.
Moose dogs.
Moose dogs? Hot mousse? That sounds like something else.
All right, K-Laugh's got tinsmithing. Is also called whitesmithing or tinkering, focusing on lighter metals like tin and smaller pieces like screw caps on mason jars. It's just a little bitty little cap, small.
Screw cap.
KJ, in school we made a lot of savory mousse, mostly with
That's
fish.
disgusting.
Foam is also a food product and not a mousse.
I
But I
thought you're not supposed to eat foam.
Styrofoam?
Yeah. Well, at least I'm not gonna waste any more Sonic cups, I guess. Yeah, foam.
it's an edible cup.
They're moose cups.
Can't believe that, Sonic. Way to go.
Gaming Morning Show does not condone eating styrofoam. Please do not eat styrofoam.
It's revolutionary.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that would actually be amazing if they could figure that out, but
They should just make cups out of bacon. And you can eat the bacon cups when you're done.
Lady K, welcome to the show. What a great time to come to the stream. First thing I hear is thick and creamy.
Welcome to GMS.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've
Good moron.
never had a single, I mean, ever, another type of mousse other than chocolate mousse. Ever.
I didn't know there was other kinds of mousse.
Yeah, I never knew it was so versatile.
Cracked.
That should at least count for an assist. I set it up off the wall. KJ says, oh, you guys are amazing. The world of fine dining is a little crazy with their food products and gastronomy choices.
Gastronomy? All right.
Gastronomy?
Ballpark.
There you go.
Call it.
Like
We'll give it to
astronomy?
you.
Gastronomy?
Yeah. It's the study of gas. What's your sign? Farts. Beans. Lima beans.
What? Lady K has had a caramel mousse. What?
How'd you
Sounds tasty.
get it out of your house?
So sticky.
Okay, Austin.
Well, caramel is sticky.
I don't like a pineapple upside down cake. It sounds too sticky.
Well, but is a pineapple upside down cake sticky?
Well, yeah, because it's upside down.
It
You
can
put
be,
it
but
right side up,
you also,
it's fine.
you also shouldn't be eating it with your hands. Use a fork.
It was a pineapple upside down cake pull apart bread.
That's the battle I constantly have with my 9-year-old. I think she was born in the wrong like millennium. Because like last night she made a salad with her fork, and I look over and she's just like shoving it into her face with her hands. And I was like, you have a fork on your plate. And she was like, great. Okay.
Wait, she made a salad with her fork?
Well, she like used a fork to put everything together.
Oh, and then
she
pulled it
used
off
her
the fork?
hands. Yeah. Well, no, she just ate it off the plate. And I was like, okay. I mean,
Foams, mousse, molecular, etc. Okay. Just don't make me say gastronomy again, please. There are edible packing peanuts available. Vegan friendly, too, made from vegetable starch.
I'm real nervous for my kids to find out about that, because then it's not going to matter if they're edible or not. My kids are going to be like, look, they're the edible kind. Like, no, they're not.
But now you're gonna have both. Can I pop the bubbles from the packaging, and can I eat the packaging
Can I eat
peanuts?
it?
No, your sister got to eat them last time. Okay, you have to wait. Okay. Oh my gosh. 6:25 West Coast time, 9:25 out east. It is 2:25 for those watching in the UK. This is Pib Jinky singing. You can find Pib's music on Bandcamp. Lady K says, I mean, at least it means less in landfill, though. That is true. Yes. Listen, I think it's great that they made it. It just seems to be. It's like our favorite game, of course. It's like packing peanuts.
Hardy or not hardy?
Lawsuit.
Someone's gonna
Travel
eat.
day.
Someone's gonna eat the packing peanuts, and they're not gonna be vegan, and then they're gonna sue the people. This is not good. It's not good. Should have thought this through. My gosh. Good news. Lady K has answered the question we always want to know.
What's for breakfast?
And today it is a tuna sandwich. So
Nice.
a good tuna sandwich is pretty okay. It has to be grilled though, because otherwise it gets
Wait, I'm
all
sorry, what?
soggy. Like a grilled tuna fish sandwich. That's pretty okay. But like if you just get like cold tuna on cold bread.
See, I can't do warm tuna, but I agree about I will toast the bread. You need toasted bread at least.
Okay.
Yeah. So you like tuna melts is what you're saying?
Well, it doesn't have to have any cheese on it. Just tuna.
Is that considered a sauce?
Cheese?
Melted cheese.
No, melted cheese is not a sauce.
Just checking. All right, let me hold on.
Unless it's cheese sauce or nacho cheese sauce, then it is.
Nacho cheese sauce is a sauce.
Is tuna salad just moist tuna?
Oh God.
Or is it my version of tuna salad? It's moist tuna.
Oh boy.
Let's get the news. This hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, and this is your Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. Sony's working on something new. They're working on a new controller, but it's not the controller I want. They're working on a PlayStation controller for mobile devices, which I guess that's cool. But
What?
they should just work on a PlayStation Elite controller where you can customize it and put back button on, so they get all my money. But instead, they filed a patent for a new design that seems to suggest that the company is working on a PlayStation controller for mobile devices. This was published from their Japanese division last week, with the design resembling a split version of the PlayStation 4's DualShock controller rather than the DualSense. In a design that the left and right grips of the controller are split, and the touchpad section is replaced with a smartphone, kind of like that other controller that Ryan's obsessed with. I forget what it's called.
Backbone.
That's the one. But now it's a PlayStation controller.
I almost bought a Backbone on Black Friday.
Well, now if you wait a little bit, you can buy a DualShock 4 version of it.
DualShock backbone.
Sorry, I'm scrolling.
Dual bone.
I'm scrolling through
Backshot.
the IGN feed right now, trying to find this damn tweet. And Chucky has been renewed for season 2 on Sci-Fi and USA. And so there's this big
it's
Chucky
almost-
face on my screen.
It's almost Christmas time, so it's time for scary movies.
It'll be Halloween before you know it.
So yeah, this is fine. I don't necessarily need a controller for my phone, but I would like a PlayStation DualSense Elite controller where I can customize it with GMS colors and put back buttons on it. Please,
Do you hear us, Ms. Sony? Make it happen.
please.
Excuse me, Miss Sony.
Speaking of having things,
I was wondering where you're going.
a man named Leroy, quote, the human tackboard Patterson, is on a mission. His mission is to collect every copy of Burger King's Sneak King video game. And he's up to 2,706 copies of said video game.
Oh my gosh.
Sneaky. This is from Mike Fahey of Kotaku. We're not sure what's driven this person, Leroy Patterson, to collect Sneak King, which was a game produced by Burger King for the Xbox 360 back in 2006. But that's what he wants. He wants all of them. He plans to own as many copies of the game as he possibly can. Over the weekend, the pro wrestler, he's also a pro wrestler apparently, posted a video of his collection on Reddit. At 2,706 copies, he's quite far from catching them all, while still possessing far more Sneak King video games than anyone else.
I mean, Lady K has a point. This person's last name was Jenkins. Whole different story.
True. So apparently this all started, he had one copy of the game, and then he stumbled upon 50 copies at a thrift store, and something in his brain goes, I should probably buy all of these. And so with 51 copies to his name, it was now a joke that you had to continue with.
Okay.
So there you go. In the link, he has a YouTube channel, so if you want to go check that out, have at it.
Good luck.
Oof. The picture of his collection is quite intense. It's just a giant. You could lay on his stack of Sneak King. Like it makes a nice little bed.
It's like the old pizza box chair, but this is made out of video game cases.
Yep. Well, you gotta catch them all. In our last news story of the day, there's a new Marvel MMORPG in early development. You heard me. You liked it. And apparently DC Universe Online is getting a graphics upgrade and a massive expansion in 2023. This is from Jason Guasau of Game Informer. So DC Universe Online is another MMO that's been around for quite a while, and it went free to play at some point, so you could check that out if you want. So apparently it's still sticking around to the point where they're making some big upgrades to it, but now we're gonna have a Marvel counterpart. It's not officially announced, and we don't really know much about it other than it's Marvel IP. It's an MMO. It's being developed by Dimensional Ink Studios in Austin, Texas, and it's led by Jack Emmert, who designed and helmed City of Heroes and currently leads DC Universe Online. So it's quite possibly going to be the exact same, just with Marvel characters, which is good. There weren't bad things about DC Universe Online for those that are into the MMO style game. So check it out.
I believe check a look.
Check a look. check a look. Check a look. Tickle your check a look fancies.
Massive.
Multiplayer.
Online.
And always last but never least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today.
Did that change?
Thought it might be different. World's End Club is out on PC. MXGP 2021 is out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and PC. Fight Night with a K is out on PC. Oddworld Soulstorm Enhanced Edition is out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and PC. Prop Night without a K is out on PC. Evil Genius 2 World Domination is out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One. Mind Scanners is out on Switch. Buried Stars is out on PC. And for the most prestigious award in Video Game Focus Morning Shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's Name of the Morning goes to Tank de la Muerta out on Switch.
It's not K Fight Night. It's Fight K Night.
Okay.
That's good, Caleb. Nice work. Okay. Did you make that game, Caleb?
Fight. Everyone fights with each other.
I thought when you were like, it's time to see what is out, and then you stopped, I was like, maybe he's still looking for more games from yesterday.
Yesterday being a big one.
Oh, so many games yesterday. So many game. There's a great line from like an early Simpsons episode where Homer wins something by default, and Homer goes, default, default, default. Yesterday when Guardians of Lore or whatever it was won, that's all that went through my brain. Default, default. Congratulations, though, against much better competition, including Evil Genius 2, which sounds kind of interesting, and Fight Night, or Fight Knight. The winner is Tank de la Muerta, and it's now our name of the morning. If you missed any of our names in the morning, or any of the Gaming Morning Show morning gaming news, both are on Twitter. You can search the latter by going
#GMS Morning Gaming News.
That's all you have to do. It's right there on Twitter. Check it out. You can find Look It's Myco, Sports.Gaming, and myself, Hefty Gooth, online as well. Hey, today is the last day of November, so it's not over. It still isn't over, as Ryan Gosling once said. Mike O is still raising money for Movember, and the whole Phasmophobia in VR is still in play. I'm not wrong, right? You could hit 2,000.
Yep, there's still a bunch of hours left in the day between now and the nighttime. We are currently at $1,555, so I believe that's $445 left. If we can raise that by the end of the day, I will play Phasmophobia if the servers work in VR.
The Phasmophobia.
Oh, no, the servers are down. They work for me. No.
Is that midnight your time or our time?
My time, Eastern Standard Time.
All right.
Because this is the Eastern time.
Changes donation schedule to 9 p.m.
We've done a lot, so.
I like how you said Phasmophobia, because that's what it'll sound like when Mike's in the VR playing the game.
I'm telling you, I tried the tutorial, and like I turned the TV on and I jumped, and then I closed the door and it went thud and I jumped and then turned it off.
Yeah, KJ, less than $500 to reach the 2K goal already, though. A resounding success at over $1,500.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's been more than I could have hoped for. So I'm incredibly happy. It's going to put a fair amount towards the Movember organization to kind of help guys, get the help they need as far as testicular cancer, prostate cancer, and men's mental health, which is very important. So also, I can't believe it's Pillow Fighting Championship Day.
Yeah, Restream Bot's like, I really want to talk more about this from yesterday.
That's fine. Let's talk Restream Bot. Okay, that's enough. But yeah, huge thank you to everyone that's already donated. To anyone that does donate in the future, in the next more than 12 hours. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate
Kiki's
you.
little stabby penguin has a Santa hat on.
Oh gosh.
And you want to know all that made me think of? It's Chucky with a Santa hat on.
Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna kill you. Let's take a look at this story about our good friend Buffalo, who sent his son to school today and then said bye, son. It's on the loose, and it's not been a short amount of time, according to Ben Hooper of UPI. Mike.
Nah, this bison is on it. One moment. Excuse me, that was really gross.
Why did that not get gated?
That's really weird, right? Why? Okay. Animal noises, yes. Gate. Bodily functions, no. However, police in Illinois said a bison that has been on the loose since mid-September resurfaced on a rural road and was caught on a dashboard cam by an officer's patrol vehicle. The Island Lake Police Department said an officer driving on Darrell Road, south of Case Road in unincorporated Wakanda, spotted the bison in the road at night last week. This is the best line I've ever read. As elusive as Sasquatch himself, our beloved Island Lake bison was spotted a few days ago, the department said in a Facebook post. The bison was reported missing to the Lake County Sheriff's Office in mid-September. The owner said the animal escaped while being transferred from a trailer to an enclosure. Police said the bison should be able to find food and water easily in the area and is well suited for survival in the local environment.
It was Sasquatch.
Or the bison. The department said the sighting should serve as a reminder to be aware while driving. Apparently, he wanted to remind everyone not to speed, pay attention to the road, and not to text and drive, said the post said of the bison. Had Officer Lane not been vigilant, had been speeding, or would have been distracted, he would have hit the bison and hurt himself and the bison. So yeah, apparently the newest speed trap is a bison. So that's one way to do it, I guess.
By the way, the thing that Sean put up was a sign that says, "You don't like buffalo puns? Well, bye, son."
Oh dear.
Kiki, have a good lunch break. Let us know what you get when you come back, please.
I'm gonna guess it's food. Maybe moose.
Ooh, it is Moose Day. National
Get some
Moose Day.
moose for lunch, not the meat one. The other one.
Get some hot dog mousse, please.
Hot dog moose.
Ooh, I know what
That's
sounds
just regular
incredibly.
moose where you shove some hot dogs in it.
That sounds incredibly appetizing. Some blood sausage mousse, please.
Oh god. It's basically hot dog moose.
They went too far.
You know what sounds really good? Putting a bunch of blood in this sausage. I can't imagine how that got together. Like, and also I don't know why they were from the South.
Lady Kate, what do you get when you meet a vampire in the Arctic? Frostbite.
Klondike bar.
So we were talking about Rocket League last night. Mike's like, and then the goal shrinks on me every time I shoot at it.
And I just gotta save. I don't know why. What?
Otherwise, the ball was going in.
But was it?
Maybe. I don't know. According to the computer, according to the trajectory.
I mean, why didn't their goal shrink?
KJ says because it's something that the South would do is put blood in the sausage.
You're not wrong. I have been to a couple of like Civil War reenactments, and they cook like food like if they were in the Civil War. Oh, that sucked. And they make they do the whole it's like basically just flour and like pig lard, and they make it into like a bread, and it's awful. For some reason I can't think of the name right now, but yeah, blood sausage sounds like something that they would have thought of like during the Civil War. I don't know. You got some sausage? Yep, put some blood in it. All right.
Nothing about this sounds appetizing whatsoever.
No.
Like we need a serious rebrand for blood sausage. Like hire a firm.
Red sausage.
Let's make a logo.
Red Moose.
Lady K, well, I got the trying not to laugh reaction. I'm losing my mojo. Nah, we appreciate puns. Bye, son.
Sorry, Lady K. We happened to read that while the game was cheating out of a goal. So
Ooh, that's true. That's true. It was Rocket League's fault.
Stupid Rocket League.
That joke was epic. Unlike this game. Oh, get wrecked.
Does Epic make this game?
Oh, they bought this game.
Not an arms race, though. It's just.
Why'd they buy it? It's free to play.
Yeah, they got a bad deal. Blood sausage is what the British call either black pudding or pig's pudding. It's packed full of iron, but it gets sickly.
I thought it said sticky, and I was going to be like, well, Austin's not going to like it.
I don't really think that explanation really helped me
No.
enjoy it.
Especially the word sticky.
Yeah, pig's pudding? So is it pig's dessert?
Do you feed it to the pigs? Is that like... But again, any food you describe as sickly, I feel like probably the rebranding thing would be best, you know?
Yeah, I think we should take it to committee.
Yeah. Let's call the manager. I want to speak to your manager.
Get some input on this, at least.
I wonder what Joe Biden thinks, but we should write to him.
Joe Biden have a sausage knowledge
know,
base
he's
I don't
from
know about?
Delaware.
Does Delaware have a sausage base that I don't know about?
Sure.
Delaware,
probably.
the sausage state.
What else do you do in Delaware, right?
Go to a Blue Hens football game.
That's fair. Okay. Good call.
Birthplace of Joe Flacco.
Wait, what?
I mean, Joe Flacco played at Delaware. Don't know if he
Was he
born
hatched like at the University of Delaware?
Yep. It's all part of the plan.
Former Eagle legend Joe Flacco.
Sports coming up at 7:50.
I got a mic boost. That was great.
It's free. You don't have to use anything.
When your regular boost is out, turn to mic boost.
I'd say centered, but not really.
Yeah, like I started to go after that one. I was like, man, that's actually way further over here than I thought.
It's a little. It's like when I say center, I meant like center of everything. Like right in the middle of the board.
Black pudding gets kind of dry. I mean, pigs will eat literally anything, but it's made from pig's blood and barley, pretty much. Ugh.
So
I don't want to talk about blood sausage for the next 15 minutes, please.
Not telling this.
Yes.
Wow.
Birthdays,
I
this
got
day in gaming
much.
history. We do have a community birthday coming up after this.
Is it mine?
Let me see. Carry the one. Okay, and it's
Sean?
Tuesday.
There's mathing happening.
Yeah, it's probably yours. You scored a goal. It has to be your birthday. You don't score goals otherwise.
I did. Okay, yeah, I scored a goal. Look at
Look at
that
this.
on purpose.
Cracked.
Let's not get right past two of them.
Eric,
Driving and jumped.
Like
I,
a pro.
I did a stream deck last night because I don't know if you guys knew this, but it was gifting day yesterday. Pre-gift. No, it was okay. Carry the 3.
It's the regifting day pregame.
Yeah. But there was a good deal on Cyber Monday, so I got a stream deck.
Nice.
Sean's gonna have to teach me how to use it.
Oh,
You
I
know
will.
what they
Okay.
say about a big deck.
Oh no.
This is as big as Sean's big deck.
No, Sean's big deck is like way bigger. Yeah. Mine only has 15. His has like 78. So
Is your OBS transition getting any easier?
sure, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Sunday it wasn't too bad. There was like a rogue man that kept appearing, but aside from that, it was great. There's still a problem I have where I feel occasionally like new scenes will be like, man, we're just not gonna have audio. And you're like, but I hit duplicate. Like, huh? And it's like, hey, nah. That's stupid. By the way, I did find a video of Chucky versus Santa Claus. If you're interested
No.
in watching that, just saying.
No. Burn it. Burn
Chucky
it to
without
hell.
a Santa Claus.
Ugh. Gosh, that thing is nightmare fuel.
It's terrible.
What's for breakfast?
Absolutely terrible.
Kikilo said made a chicken stuffing and potato sandwich from leftovers. But also
Chicken-
still a fan of black pudding.
Do you Do you have turkeys in the UK?
We're see what we did there. 6:50 on the West Coast, 9:50 now out east. No, we do have turkeys, according to Kiki. Yes.
Oh, just checking. Because you have why you have chicken then?
Ooh, prefer
Chicken
goose or
in a
duck?
turkey fight? Turkey one.
Well, you put the chicken in the duck in the turkey.
Wait, say that again. Chicken in the that's a
Chiduckin.
they're ducking. Well, if you put a fish in there, then it's fish or turducken fish, and then maybe you can put it in a mousse.
What if you put it in a bison?
Turducken fish mousse, bison. Turduckish sun.
For chicken duckin sun oos.
Now you
What's
just
up?
created like a Scandinavian person. Like that's their name. Just add a sun, moose. You know.
Let's get into birthdays this day, gaming history. Turduckinish is what KJ says. We do have a community birthday, although we don't see this person on our show very much, but I know hanging around in many. Gamer Fishstick has a birthday today.
Woo! Gamer fish stick.
So to Gamer Fishstick.
I know that he's been super busy with school.
Oh, okay. So to you, Gamer Fishstick,
School.
it's your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Toot toot. Moo. Oh man.
Is this like a chant we're trying to start at a stadium?
Next time I go to a sports game, I'm totally gonna do that. Like, moo, moo. Be like, what are you doing? Are you okay? Fine,
Director Ridley Scott is 84 today.
man.
He
Yeah,
looks
he
very
directed
confused about where he is in this picture.
And why is this lady touching me? Like, what is? Have I been abducted?
You know what's happening, actually. Ridley just got word that this was the 78th edition of the Venice Film Festival. Ridley thought it was the 77th.
Gotcha. So
It was
he's
a
like,
whole
wait,
year off.
what's this number? Why is this number? This isn't a 7.
There's literally
trying
a
to get-
78 behind him.
I know, it's confusing. Oh,
From
man.
director.
He did direct a movie though.
Just one?
Just the one. It's coming out. It's called The House of Gucky. I think it's about Snooky.
Oh,
Gucky.
It's
It's
about
like,
blood
what?
pudding.
This is like brain went back to Chucky all of a sudden. Sam ruined for the whole day. House of Gucci, huh? Mandy Patinkin turned 69 today.
Nice. I am Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Wait, what? That's Mandy Patinkin?
Yep. I mean, he was younger.
Well,
But,
yeah.
I mean, it's still the same person.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow. Just a sec. I need to write a note. Mandy Patinkin was it Diego Montoya?
I think it's Inigo Montoya.
Inigo Montoya.
I am Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
How about that? It's Princess Bride movie. You guys should watch it. It's pretty okay.
He was also fantastic in Homeland. I didn't watch all of Homeland,
was
but what I
really
watched,
good.
he was really good.
Holy moly.
Homeland's a
He was
series.
also in Chicago Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Claire Danes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Rocker Billy Idol turned 66.
Okay. They got one right.
Yeah, I'll allow that. I mean, in his picture, he's wearing a leather jacket, so that that checks out.
Obviously. Yeah. While singing with Miley Cyrus. 'Cause, yeah.
Are they singing or are they trying to defeat each other with sound waves? I can't tell.
It's the sound battle.
Actor Ben Stiller is 56 today.
Nice. He's one of those guys that I really like, because he's freaking hilarious, but also he and his wife have been married for ever, and like it was a Hollywood, they're two famous people, and they've been together for like 30 years or 20 years or more than 1 year. It's crazy.
Married since 2000, Christine Taylor.
21 years. That's nuts.
Athlete Bo Jackson is 59 today.
Almost kind of not really nice. Bo knows birthdays. I know that one.
Kind of relevant to the video games world because probably one of the most famous video game athletes of all time.
It wasn't fair.
See, I had no problem with Bo Jackson. Everyone was all worried about Bo Jackson. We were fine.
He was so good.
No, it wasn't that good. Greg Cragen, though. That guy, unstoppable in Tecmo Super Bowl. Averaged 113 sacks a year. It's a record.
I think on the new Madden, there's I don't know if he's the cover guy on it or if it was like a custom cover, but Madden 22 had a picture of him on it.
Yeah, they brought him in as a downloadable athlete, and they introduced him in an 8-bit way, which was kind of fun. So
Yeah,
That's cool.
and he's still like hella jacked, so that's also kind of crazy.
Big hockey fan. Alicia Cuthbert turns 39.
She sure is. She likes collecting husbands who are hockey players.
If only we knew where she was from.
It's a mystery.
I think she's from like Texas or Portugal or Atlantis.
It's a nice day for a white wedding. Good moron.
Good
Mythical
moron.
City.
To Brendan, it's good to see you this morning. Actress Callie Kaoko is 36. I never know how to say her last name.
Kaylee Cuckoo. I don't know.
I never know. I look at that word
Yeah.
every single time, and I'm just like, I don't have a clue.
Speaking of collecting hockey players, she also likes to date the hockey players because they're hockey, they're manly, and they don't have teeth.
Chrissy Teigen turns 36 today.
Cool.
Good cookbook. Anyone else?
It's Jonathan Swift's birthday, who is not Taylor Swift's dad. Just so you know. He's a satirist. I don't satirist, but satirist is funny. It's also Billy Idol's 66th birthday, but only singer Billy Idol's.
Yeah, different Billy Idol.
Not rocker.
Different person.
Yeah.
Clay Aiken's birthday.
Is it really? And
Yeah,
he's not
he's
up in the
43.
thing?
No.
What?
No. This isn't.
What?
This isn't 2004.
It's also DJ 44th birthday.
I know who Steve Aoki is. I don't know a single Steve Aoki song.
Well, it's just, I mean, because honestly, I think it's kind of like Avicii. Well, maybe not. Who is it? There's like DJs where they do like a lot of like song mashups with famous people, and then everyone knows who like the famous person is when it's not actually they just give their vocal tracks to it. And I think Steve Aoki is one of the people that kind of falls victim to that, if you will.
Hofbrew. Let us know. Because like I think you're describing more of like a Calvin Harris.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, same person.
I think Zed once was in there too.
Zed. Oh, what was his name? Mark Twain's birthday. Happy birthday, Mark Twain. Rip.
If that is your real name. All right. This day in gaming history, 2004. Ubisoft, don't call me Ubisoft, releases Ghost Recon 2 for PlayStation 2 and Xbox. That same year, Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Dawn of Souls, came out for Game Boy Advance. There you go.
Wow.
This day in gaming history. Almost as good as a out today list from yesterday. In length, at least. So.
Get wrecked at the end of November.
Kiki Lowe said, I love Calvin Harris. I touched his arm once.
Did he know that you touched his arm, or were you like,
Is Calvin good with that, Kiki?
was he sleeping? He's asleep. Touch his arm.
Calvin's having a nap in his hotel room, and Kiki's there, touches his arm, and Calvin wakes up, be like, "What are you doing?" Kiki's like, "I'm touching your arm." Why?
Why are you here? I don't know.
Your hotel room's nice though. All right, have a good night. You too. Calvin's a snorer.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sleep at
Kiki, whoa. Kiki, whoa. Whoa.
Kiki, what would Super say? Just because you're not in the same room anymore doesn't mean you can make these comments.
Kiki's streaming later today. Check it out around 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. All right. Let's take a break. When we come back, Mike and I will give you a top 10 list. This thing is very exciting. It's 10 types of food, kind of mousse. We already did a list about mousse facts. Like moose, like I don't know, it sounds like a cow, but it's an animal. And there's surprisingly not 10 different kinds of mousse in the world, but there are 10 different kinds of mousse for your hair, especially if it's curly. But my hair isn't curly, so meh. But if you have curly hair, you can probably find it somewhere. Lots of different hair mousse, but not hairy mousse.
Checks out.
It's from kitchenfoliage.com. Mike, I know how I search for top 10 lists. I have no clue how you find these random websites with top 10 lists. I'm finding like mental floss, and you're finding Memphis bus tours.
I only go to the most esteemed websites with the utmost knowledge of these subjects, and Kitchen Foliage knows a lot about mousse.
That's a great website name. Kitchen Foliage is great.
It is. They're so good. I read them daily.
Oh my gosh. All right, we'll do that when we come back. Also next hour, sports. All right, thanks for being here. It is Tuesday. Our question of the day is National Mousse Day, so we're asking, what is the best fluffy dessert? It's definitely Kuchen. Mike and I on the other side. Everyone say goodbye to Sean. We'll be back. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter,
Sean.
GamingMorningShow.tv.
In the past I played along, so devoted I lost parts of me. This time it's not gonna happen. Don't need happy forever after. I let go of past if you do too. To leave now would be running from the truth. We could do better than this. We could do better than this. When you stand in the middle of the crowd, I wanna know it's me that you're missing. We could do better than this. We are much bigger than this. When you stand in the middle of the crowd, I wanna know it's me that you're missing. Me that you're missing. Me that you're missing. We could do better than this. Better. We could do better. Better.
You might want to
When
go
you
back
need
to bed.
coffee, you drink your Dunkin' coffee. Okay, it's not bad. It's good for you. But then afterwards, you take a shower with your Dr. Squatch soap.
Yeah, yeah.
Dunkin'
Nautical-
coffee. Dunkin'
Nautical
coffee, you
state.
say?
Didn't see that happening.
My favorite Dunkin' coffee is caramel black.
Oh, there you go. See,
Mm-hmm.
he's got the.
Caramel black. I'll talk about the caramel black for a period of time because it's caramel black, and I'm not stalling. You're stalling. It's Dunkin' Donuts cold brew. I can't talk.
Oh God.
Dunkin'
And I'm
Donuts,
kind of
you say?
partial to midnight black Dunkin' coffee.
What happened?
In a world where keyboards just won't work, one streamer is determined to make it right.
I want a D that works. I need the D to work.
A quest that would take her on a journey of a lifetime. With her baby daddy by her side,
That's how we do, baby!
He's not my baby
Blue
daddy
light
or my
mix. I
anytime
just
near
got
soon
it.
future baby daddy.
she overcame all odds and fixed the D.
My D has been broken for so long, but I touched it. It was so good, and it feels so good to have a D that works.
This summer, Superphonic,
Sorry, KK.
Kiki Lowe starring The Lost City of D, a gaming morning show production. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, list of the day and sports. Join our Discord and become a Patreon. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Follow us on Twitter at WatchGMS, at HeftyGoof, at Sports.Gaming, and at Look, It's Mike O. Time for hour number 2, right now.
Morning, gamer. It's Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for being here. Now 7:08 West Coast time. That is Look, It's Mike O. I am Hefty Goof. It is Moose Day, and so we are asking you, what is your favorite fluffy dessert? What is your favorite savory mousse?
Canadian.
I just like to go out to all the forests and lick all the Canadian mousse. That's why I know they're savory. They're very salty.
Some of them are very sweet, but they're usually the ones that walk through the berry bushes.
Like a blueberry mousse.
A nice raspberry mousse sometimes. Salmonberry mousse is pretty great. I'm not a big fan of the mint mousse though, because it's a little weird.
Yeah, maybe a little mint on top. Like the mousse gets done walking through the bushes, and then like just a little bitty speck of mint.
Yeah. Too much mint ruins the mousse. Too much.
Damn it, blueberry mousse actually sounds quite delightful.
I'm sure it's a thing.
It
I
probably
hate to-
is. We're gonna leave the show today, and we're gonna walk outside, and there's gonna be billboards everywhere that says, "Hey, try our new raspberry mousse," because everyone loves fluffy dessert, and we wouldn't have noticed it,
Possibly.
right? It's
It's
ridiculous.
true. That's very true.
Cool Hippo is still the best fluffy dessert.
I don't know what a Cool Hip is.
You should try it. It's good. Brendan's here. Good morning to you.
Top of the Mora.
Here's what's for breakfast from KJ. Tuna mousse with black pepper foam. That is not what you're having. You had salt and black pepper gluten-free bagel chips and a pumpkin spice nitro oat milk latte. Now, Downs poses a good question. KJ is going to answer. Wait, is savory mousse just pate? KJ says lighter than pate. Imagine pate, but light and fluffy.
So pate doesn't sound good at all either. Because it's just like it's fish eggs. Well, you know,
Wait, isn't
I guess
caviar
I
fish
like.
eggs?
Well, yeah, that doesn't sound good either. However, I also think, I mean, sometimes you put roe on sushi, and roe is just basically fish eggs. But there's not like the smooge on it that's in pate and caviar. I don't like the smoogey part of it.
Downs says pate is so good.
Never knew. She's Downs. I love Pate too. Pate is great.
Not Peyton. He was in.
Not Peyton. Pate.
KJ,
That guy doesn't ever come back to Indianapolis. It's crazy.
yeah, I mean, Peyton Manning lives in Denver.
I know, right? What a wiener.
Well, I don't know what y'all did to him, but not a big fan of you, apparently.
Yeah,
So-
they've only like erected a statue for him and like named a street for him and ran Andrew Luck out of town for him.
I was about to say Peyton went to more Super Bowls in Denver than he did in Indy, but that's not true. One of my favorite Super Bowls of all time was when he threw that interception to end the game against the Saints. It was so delightful because I can't stand Peyton Manning. Never have. So
Same.
depends on the pate for me, but I'm a bit meh about it. KJ said if done right, pate can be good.
Well, isn't pate like you cut open a fish and you take out its eggs and there's pate, right?
That sounds
is there
like
more to it?
I was gonna say that sounds like just the process of cleaning a fish.
Well, exactly. So whenever I clean a fish, am I making pate?
Ugh.
I never knew I was such an extravagant chef while cleaning this fish.
I never knew Nutella was so erotic.
Oh, pate is liver.
Oh, that made it better.
Ooh.
Although
Yeah, that doesn't fix it.
Lady K does talk about eating liver quite a bit, so maybe it's better than I give it credit for. So, eggs from a fish is caviar. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm learning so much more about anatomy of a fish. Look for the new GMS book, Anatomy of a Fish, coming to Barnes & Noble soon. 10 types of food, kind of mousse. We already did a list about mousse facts, and there's surprisingly not 10 different kinds of mousse in the world, but there are 10 different kinds of mousse for your hair, especially if it's curly, but my hair isn't curly, so meh. But if you have curly hair, you can probably find it somewhere. Lots of different hair mousse, but not hairy mousse. That list is coming up in about 10 minutes from now. We also have a story shortly about a deer that broke into a New Hampshire elementary school, but let's head over to England, Mike, because we are trying to find the definition of what the highest pub means. Is it in elevation? Is it in esteem? Right? This is from SF Gate. Esteem.
Yeah, SF Gate, which I think is just a computer that writes stories because there's never any names on it. So we'll just go with that. But however, there was a very scary moment over there in jolly old England. Dozens of customers who stopped for a drink at Britain's highest altitude pub got a longer stay than they bargained for after the building was cut off by a blizzard. 61 people woke up Monday after their third night at the Tan Hill Inn in the Yorkshire Dales, 270 miles or 435 kilometers north of London. They've been unable to leave since Friday, when a late autumn storm brought snow and heavy winds that felled power cables and blocked roads. The pub sits 1,732 feet, 528 meters above sea level, and is used to being cut off by bad weather. Manager Nicola Townsend said staff had organized movies, a quiz night, and karaoke for the stranded guests. They have also been entertained by an Oasis cover band, Noasis, who have also been stuck in the pub since their gig on Friday night.
No Oasis? Are you serious?
That's how I feel about it. Townsend said the guests were in really good spirits. Well, duh. They formed quite a friendship, like a big family is the best way I can describe it, she said. One lady actually said, "I don't want to leave." Townsend said she hopes people would be able to head home later Monday once roads had been cleared.
There's a lot worse places you could be stranded than a pub.
Superphonic says he's seen Oasis.
I saw that. Good moron to you, Superphonic. Said they're
Okay.
amazing.
Top of the moron.
I've also seen
Super, do you know?
Oasis-ish. Oasis.
Huh? Are these real things? Are you messing with me?
No, I think he's serious. There must be a lot of... Think about it. There's got to be a lot of Oasis cover bands.
Really?
Well,
Oasis. Okay, yep. The UK's official #1 Oasis cover band. Great. Awesome.
so until you got to the point where it was like 3 days at the pub, like that's getting a little excessive, but still, again, 3 days at a pub would be better than 3 days at like a car dealership.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess, I suppose. You can only sit in a car and make driving noises for so long.
I mean, where's unlimited supply of beer?
That's what I'm saying. That's why when she says they're in good spirits, like, yeah, duh.
I mean, the only thing you might run out of is like the good food by day 3, and then you're like eating whatever's in the backpack.
Peanuts.
Like pate.
So according to my extensive Google research, Oasis is the UK's official #1 Oasis tribute band. It was the official #1 UK winner of the National Tribute Music Awards in 2016 and 2017. So they're an award-winning Oasis band.
The Faux Fighters is a good one too.
Oh gosh.
Ladies and
This is
gentlemen,
incredible.
please welcome the Faux Fighters. Yeah, my favorite cover band name of all time was there was a all women's band called Hell's Bells, and they did AC/DC tunes.
Nice.
Yeah.
My favorite cover band ever was Your Mom. That's the one that I was in.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, it was a punk band.
I'll have to go
I think
watch
we
you
found this.
in my mom sometime.
Well, we thought it was funny because then you could be like, "Hey, come to the garage to watch Your Mom,"
Nice.
because your mom jokes are.
That's like when we wanted to name our softball team, like rec softball team, Off in the Shower.
I'm sorry. What?
Well, so you play a team, right? And
Yeah.
that team ends up defeating you. Then someone goes, well, how'd your softball game go to that team? What would they say?
Yeah. Oh.
There it is.
I got
there
it.
it is.
I got it. Oh, that was a miss.
You were too busy visualizing
Yep,
the answer.
I was like, beat. Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that way every loss is still a win.
You'd have to find like a restaurant named Jack's though, so you could put that in there too. I just want you to know this is really hard for me not to just say it out loud.
Stay tuned
It's
after the
too
show.
good.
Join Mike in Discord as he blurts out what he wants to say right now.
Oh man.
It's not even going to be like... it's just going to be him repeating it over and over and over again in the Discord channel. Downs, we also have a cover festival that features cover bands called Glaston Budget. I don't know what that means.
So Glastonbury is like a big music festival. So I guess Glaston Budget is like Glastonbury, but for cover bands.
Oh, on a budget. I get it.
Yeah.
Downs said my band applied to play at Glaston Budget. We didn't get in. Well, they should have said yes, because I'd listen to you play music anywhere, Super. Hey, Super, when you all come to the U.S., are you bringing a guitar?
Doodly do.
Wait, that would be more of a British sound.
It's basically like you just sang the British national anthem. Close.
Wait, the British national anthem? I thought that was the Lewis Hamilton victory song. Because
Yep.
every time Lewis wins a race, all we ever hear is the victory song.
What's the victory song sound like?
That's the UK national anthem.
Gotcha.
Super. Do we have to rent you a guitar then? Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, we have to have a guitar. I'm not sitting around for several days hanging out with people at like an Airbnb without getting some jam. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of a jam.
But you don't like sauces.
Oh, jam is not a sauce. Jam is delicious.
But
it's peanut butter sauce.
wait, jam is peanut butter sauce?
I don't know. I was trying to figure out because it goes with peanut butter, but
Okay.
oh, maybe it's berry sauce. There we go, berry sauce. Because if milk is cereal sauce, then jam's got to be berry sauce,
Gotcha.
right?
Sure. Yeah.
Listen,
Checks out.
I'll work with fulfillment. I will make an official
fudge.
Hefty Goof sauce chart.
Okay.
It'll be worth it.
Oh, Oasis is at Glaston budget 2022.
Oasis is such a good name.
It
Brendan
just
says,
sounds like someone has a speech impediment and can't say Oasis. Like Oasis, no, ish. Like,
well, that's actually how that group decided to become an Oasis cover band. Is they were trying to like, well, what kind of music should we play? Well, I was thinking like we could play music kind of like Oasis, like it'd be like Oasis. Wait, what did you just say? Brilliant.
Nothing. No, say it again. No, nothing. No, do it. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Milk as a broth, cereal as a soup.
Yes, exactly, Brendan. Yes, you're all getting it now. We're starting to become one.
It's terrifying.
The fusion is almost complete.
I had cinnamon toast soup for breakfast.
So good.
So good.
What kind of broth did you use? 2%?
I think we use 1%.
Okay, so a
Megan
thinner
says
broth.
2% is too thick.
Hey,
I
listen.
didn't really get.
Cocoa Pebbles with 2% milk is an experience and a treat. But just don't drink the milk afterward because it's chunky. It's gross. I'm here for that, says KJ. Grape nuts is a stew.
Oh, that was a hell of an explosion.
It's more like frosted mini wheats is a stew. Big chunks.
Frosted mini wheats is terrible.
No way. Mini wheats is terrible, but whoever decided to put frosting on it was like, yeah, this is legit.
Oh, fudge. Turbo come back. Nice. Turbo come back to me.
It's a whole or nothing at all when I used to do milk. Whole milk is a jam, too. We used to have that more when the kids were super young because, you know, that's the kind of milk that they had.
Oh, fudge.
But I haven't had whole milk in a while. It's been a minute, so.
Only part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, would you like some milk? Yeah, but I can't have the whole milk. Okay.
I would just like the left milk, please.
Yes, please.
What?
The left leg of the milk. Sir, are you ordering a cow? No. Fine.
No,
It's
milk,
cow-ish.
please.
Oasis.
No Oasis.
7:24 West Coast, 10:24 out east. This is 3:24 for those watching in the UK.
Doodly-doo.
More fun facts about this whole moose thing. This is from nationaldaycalendar.com. If you're wanting to celebrate National Mousse Day, which is our topic of the day, we're asking, what is the best fluffy dessert, and have you ever had a savory mousse? Mousse can also be used as a filling for other dishes, such as pastries and parfaits. A savory mousse pairs well with fruit and cheese plates, making beautiful appetizers as well. But you know how big of a fan you are of meat and cheese trays? So when we have more of the fancy ones, usually at the winery and stuff, they always come with like this schmear of stuff that you're supposed to use to like top the cracker. Yeah, it's like this like arty, like someone put a like dollop of something and then they use a knife and they were like shoo, right? And it's like, I don't want any of that. I just want the salami and call it a day.
Yeah, some of the stuff they put on though, like no, I could
I don't need
definitely
the
do
olives.
that. No, yeah, there's a reason it's a meat and cheese tray.
The pearl onions.
Hello.
Roasted garlic though, that can live on there.
Yeah, I guess.
All right,
Acceptable.
it's a list of the day time. This list comes to us from everyone's favorite website. I mean,
kitchenfoliage.com. Yep.
you've been there lots,
It's
right?
current.
You say you check this out all the time, right?
All the time.
Mhm.
There's never a day where I don't go to kitchenfoliage.com.
It's so good that you always have to look at the top of the website to remember where you are.
Yep. And Jenna Atkinson, one of my favorite authors ever. Yeah, she does a lot of good stuff.
This is also apparently a bunch of affiliate links. 10 types of mousse from Jenna Atkinson, January 2021. So if you like this list and some of these sound appetizing, help Jenna earn some money by clicking these links and ordering. Number one, lemon mousse. Listen, this sounds pretty okay, right? If you like chocolate mousse, same texture but a little lemony. Don't need a lot of it, I guess. But this would be the flesh of lemon. Nope, that says fresh. I really looked at that and I was like, flesh of lemon doesn't sound appealing, but it's not because it's fresh lemon. Fresh. This is not off to a good start.
Fresh.
You could also use apparently the lemon curd if you would like.
Curd doesn't sound like a fun word.
I don't want it to be overly like mouth puckering, you know, like.
Yeah, mouth puckering isn't.
Can you eat a lemon by itself?
Nope.
Yeah. There's some people who can do that. I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, they're called sadists. Number 2 is raspberry mousse. It's made by heating raspberries in a saucepan. You add some sugar in your water. It makes a raspberry sauce. Then you take it and you put it on the mousse. And then the mousse runs away, and then you got to try and catch it, and then you lick it off the mousse. And it's great. If you want, you can use coconut milk instead of whipped cream. Coo-hip. But it's usually pretty good. You can serve on a small piece. Hold on. It says raspberry. I'm starting to question Jenna here. Raspberry mousse typically is perfect on its own, or serve a small piece of milk or dark chocolate with it. I understand she's trying to say milk chocolate, but now I'm trying to figure out how you would serve milk, like a piece of milk.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, grammatically correct, but yeah, I see what
phrasing.
Yep.
Put it on a pancake.
Actually, that could be delightful.
Put it on a mousse. Can we get Bob to say that?
Yep, absolutely. Bob, say put it on a mousse.
Put it on a mousse.
Bob, say it. Apparently Bob's not doing okay in there.
Could someone crack the window, please?
Did he fart again? God, Bob.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Boop.
Probably feeling better now.
3.
Blackberry mousse. Could be pretty okay. Yeah. You take everything that Mike just said about raspberry mousse, and you just use blackberries instead.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boo. You got a blackberry mousse.
4.
Bada bing, bada blue. Because you can also have blueberry mousse. Hey! Yeah. But for real, again, all of the same stuff. But with blueberries. However, you can also mix melted white chocolate chips in there, and you get a creamier texture.
I never knew Nutella was so erotic.
It can also be thickened with stiff peaks.
You know, the crappy part is a lot of this stuff would be pretty good for crepe filling.
A crepe is not a pancake.
As well.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
I mean,
True.
Yeah.
5.
Honey. Mousse.
What, is like your wife rides a mousse?
You take some Coo-Hip, honey and chocolate, put it on medium heat in the saucepan. I like how this is basically everything I've already told you, just use a new ingredient.
Add different ingredients.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Once combined and thickened, oh yeah, and then beaten,
Oh, God.
then you fold it into honey mixture.
Off
and
in the
then-
shower.
6.
That brings me so much joy.
You found a way to tie it in. I love it.
I win.
6.
Guava mousse.
6.
Guava mousse can be made by warming the guavas over a medium heat until their juices start streaming out. You need to then strain it because sometimes when it streams out, it gets really lumpy or something.
You got it.
But yeah, just put guava in there.
You do remember that in the Moose book, we do reference guava juice.
It's true.
So
wow, it all comes back.
It's full circle now, chat. Green
Oh, it
Moose
comes
guava
back.
juices. Brendan
It's
knows it.
Coming back to me now. There's guavas and mousse on the loose with some juice.
7.
Again, as we all know,
Vanilla. A waste of calories.
right? But vanilla bean, if you're going to go the vanilla route, always tastes better than just straight up vanilla. Every time. And I don't know if it's the little specks of vanilla bean that make it delicious, but it's much better. Okay. So scrape out a vanilla bean, fold it in the flavoring in the mousse, and you'll be happy.
Vanilla is great, and Hefty is wrong about vanilla.
Fine, Bob.
Bob likes it.
Fair enough.
8.
Let's see. 8. Oh god, durian mousse. Durian's disgusting. Yeah, we're just gonna move on. Disgusting mousse. 9.
9.
Cheesecake mousse. You take cheesecake, right? Same recipe. The cream cheese and the icing and the sugar and the vanilla and lemon flesh. And you just throw that into a thing. And then instead of making cheesecake, you make mousse. However, you can do graham cracker in this as well. And that would actually be quite delightful. Maybe make a good topping, like a crumble on top. So,
Yeah.
1.
I would
0.
agree. I missed the cheesecake one because the durian one threw me off so much. However, number 1, oh reliable themselves, a chocolat mousse. It can be made in a few different ways. One, by just biting a mousse because they're brown, so they're probably made of chocolate. Or you can mix egg yolks and sugar together until light and fluffy. Warm heavy cream in a saucepan until simmering, not boiling. Temper the eggs by slowly adding warm cream until fully combined. Whisk the mixture vigorously as it's slowly coming together as to not cook the eggs. Warm the cream and egg mixture over medium heat until it thickens, and then do some other stuff and it turns into chocolate mousse.
I think when Mike Reed's becomes a consistent thing, recipes are going to be in your wheelhouse.
It's terrible.
OMG, I think we should get an illustrator and publish the book. I would be happy to do the layout if we have drawings. It's on the list of ideas.
Illustrator?
Yeah, for the Moose book? Yeah, it's on the list for sure. I think it'd be super fun. So, making chocolate mousse is kind of fun. Speaking of fun, Brendan says that. And KJ said, "Hell's yes." Down says we have fancy food adverts that sound exactly like Mike O.
It is me. You just don't know.
Look behind you, Mike's there. Vanilla is wonderful in all capital letters from KJ, and also with
I
enough
agree.
sugar, durian is only half bad. So,
Yeah, I like full good though. I'm not a big fan of half good.
at
Weird
the end
like
of the day, sugar, durian.
Like Tony the Tiger says, they're fine.
Half good.
Yeah. Even Tony's like, listen, I'm enthusiastic about everything, but sugar,
I
durian.
have a line. All right.
I think lemon flesh will now be everything that I refer to when I think of lemon zest. So,
Honey, can we get some lemon flesh over here? What?
and next time you zest a lemon, I hope that you like make sound effects in your brain and be like, "Oh, you're ripping my flesh off!" Ah! Kind of like that Sausage Party movie.
I've never seen that, and I don't know why, because it sounds like something I would enjoy, because it's awful and dumb, and that's right up my wheelhouse. But it's weird. So we have lemons in the fridge, but what we use them for is I cut them in quarters and then I put them down the disposal, because it helps to keep it fresh, because otherwise it smells like booty. So yeah, now I'm gonna be like, I'm pouring the flesh down, and then when I turn on the disposal, it'll be like, ah. And they're gonna be like, what the hell are you doing?
Just make sure you film it.
Nothing.
It's content.
Yes. I gotta make it look like a cereal.
Do you put the
pudding.
whole lemon, or do you have to take off the flesh?
I just put the whole lemon in.
Really? And it eats all that up? Now I know something. Because we used to get
But
these
you don't
little...
put it all in at once.
Yeah, you
That
do
would
the
be
quarters. But we used to put like these little
Yeah.
bead things that you'd buy. Like,
Yeah.
Just buy a lemon.
We did too, and that was the thing, right? We thought about it, and we're like, I mean, I don't know what the outer layer of the bead thing is. I mean, maybe it's like biodegradable, but I mean, a lemon is fully biodegradable.
Literally.
Oh, yeah, plank.
I'll just go grab one off my lemon tree and go throw it in there.
Oops, there goes another lemon.
I think we had a fig tree when we first moved into this place. I don't think limes grow here, though.
Did you cut it down?
Oh, we had every fruit tree imaginable that grows in the Pacific Northwest in our yard, and my wife was like, "No." So she let them all out.
Hefty wife.
We had strawberry bushes or strawberry plants and blackberry bushes and all that stuff. She got rid of it all.
You could have made all sorts of mousses.
That's true. Apparently, if we had only known.
Man.
Man, what a thing that I threw away, a chance. GMS After Dark is tomorrow, 4:45 p.m. Pacific time. Mike hosts the show every single Wednesday. Yes, by the way, you have a show tomorrow.
Today's Tuesday?
Yes.
Wow.
Tuesday, November 30th, 2021. This is Gaming Morning Show. If you're just joining us.
Wonderful.
So you're only, it's fine. You have like 30-ish hours. 30-ish hours. So you'll figure it out. Pickle and Quiet are going to be your guests. What are we doing tomorrow on the show?
Stuff and things. We're going to have a 45-minute staring contest.
But how do you have a three-way staring contest? Because are you
gotta,
splitting eyeballs? Like,
see, if you go like this,
ow,
you get that cross view.
But that's inward. You need to look outward.
No, that's the challenge of it, is the inward looking. You know, you gotta like adjust your eyes perfectly. But what we're actually gonna be doing is, speaking of cereals, we're gonna throw up the old cereal tier list and see what we can see. We'll figure out what cereals rule in the S category and which ones are just F or sub F, because there are some that may be in there.
You know,
but also we're going to announce the schedule for December, because holy crap, am I excited for the month of December.
Now that I know your take on Frosted Mini Wheats, I'm actually kind of excited to see how this tier list comes out, because I mean, Frosted Mini Wheats are delightful. They're just sugar. It's great.
But the mini wheat part is gross.
It's good for you. It's not.
It's all like, it gets like in your mouth.
Brendan goes, could you all say literally like that one more time? Yes.
Literally.
Lol, Mike just remembered he's going live tomorrow. Absolutely. Professional.
Well, Mike just remember that today is Tuesday.
It's fine.
That's why I'm here for 3 hours. Duh.
Today is also, in addition to being National Mousse Day, it's National Computer Security Day. So lock down your computers. Okay.
Change your passwords, people. Password 1234 doesn't work.
Stay home because you're well day.
Tempted.
Is that like a mental health day? Because I think those are great.
So I don't think it's technically. I think it's just stay home because you don't want to do anything and go somewhere else.
But like,
you know?
we take too much time off when we're sick. We should take more time off when we're feeling okay, right? Then you go do stuff.
No, that's so. And that we actually I had this discussion with my boss yesterday, because I was like, should I put in for my day off requests for April, because we're doing the Florida thing, and then at the end of the month I'm going to LA, and she's like, just put it on there, and I was like, what? And she's like, no one's gonna like approve or disapprove it. Like, you put it on there and it's on there. And I was like, oh. And she's like, and remember, you have extra time, so like, just take a day off if you need it. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And she's like, yeah. And it still like blows my mind that hey, you should take a day off just cause. Okay.
Today's that day.
But yeah, we should have met. Well, I have a lot to do when I get back. However, my girls are getting their. It's only a half day work today because my girls are getting their second COVID shots this afternoon. And then I am getting my booster. So it'll be fun.
Good moron to you, Apollo. Apollo says, wait, what? Your employer encourages you just to play hooky?
Top of the moron.
Yeah, absolutely. They love it. It's weird.
Scott Chick is back. Hello again. It's good to see you as well. Super changed Super's password to password 1234569.
Nice.
So
You should be password 42069. XXX.
and Brendan, to further the research that was accomplished by us saying wrote down some things in the notepad, to which Superphonic threw on a Rick costume lab coat to feel sciencey. Science! Today is also National Day of Giving, which we are calling Gifting Day, even though it may not actually be Gifting Day, but we're going to call it Gifting Day. National Mason Jar Day.
Yeah, because it's where you put your rocks.
So they're safe. National Personal Space Day. Okay. Mike, get a little bit closer. And National Mississippi Day.
MISSISSIPPI.
It's Diego, the gaming morning lizard. Ba-dum-bum.
Is Diego still eating those things?
No, he's now. You can't really see it. Oh, he moved. But he was just sitting there with like his leg hanging out of his cave.
As one does. Super says, I used to call in sick way more regularly when I was forced to go into the office from 8 a.m. every day until 5 p.m. But since getting a flexible working schedule, my sick days have plummeted. Interesting.
What?
I wonder if a hybrid type schedule is beneficial for both productivity, the individual, and the company.
Yeah, our executive director says almost exactly what you just said. She's like, look, you work 8 hours a day. I don't care which hours those 8 hours are, but just as long as you get your stuff done. That's incredible. We should, I don't know, like care about people.
I'm sorry, Superphonic, that I said such a thing. Okay. But seems like it's true.
Gaming morning, Superphonic. Hey.
Superphonic had a super gig over the weekend. Super gigs are always also a very enjoyable VOD. So if you want to take a look at that, check a look, as Sports.Gaming would say. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I probably have to take those down.
Yeah, stupid. The man.
Superphonic can almost lead healthier and happier lives that way. Stop it, Brendan. Your propaganda is getting old. Paulo said Super Gig was so hot.
How hot was it?
That's a Paris Hilton line.
You're gonna get sued, bro.
Trademarked. Dungeon says, amazing discovery. Hybrid scheduling is, I don't know, healthy, right? I mean, listen, we've talked about this a lot. It just seems to me like we set up a system so that y'all could just feel authoritative. Right?
What?
Well, like, the whole, you have to be in the office from these hours to these hours.
Oh, yeah.
And they would rather that be the case and getting nothing done than you being home and getting more done. Right?
Yeah. And that was one of the things that I really hated about where we worked too. Like, we worked in a call center, right? And you had to dress like professional.
Yeah.
Or like, I was like, wait, what? Like, because I'm wearing slacks, I'm more productive as opposed to if I was wearing shorts.
Yeah, and the philosophy there, and they did pay better than most traditional call centers at the time.
Yeah.
So the idea was they were trying to make it feel like it wasn't a call center because they called it not a call center. So, but it just, that's what it was.
CRC.
And
yeah. See, and that's the thing too, right? So like, I constantly harp on this because I absolutely adore where I work now for a variety of reasons. One, they're like, hey, you work, you get stuff done. When it gets done, it gets done. We know you're going to do it. And that's the truth, right? But also, like today, I'm wearing a nice sweater, but I also have shorts on and a hat. And I'll probably wear some deck shoes or dock shoes if I have to go out. And I don't look unprofessional. I mean, maybe because of the neck beard thing, but that's a whole other story. But they're like, hey, like you don't have to look professional to, I mean, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to say you don't have to look professional to be professional, but like That's one of the things I actually really enjoy about Jay-Z and Cam Newton right now is they have like what did Cam Newton call them? He calls them dreads, but it's like some other name because it doesn't look super kempt, right? It kind of looks like crazy hair. And Jay-Z even said, he's like, I want to show that it doesn't matter what you look like to be successful.
Yeah.
Like, it should just be, if you're good at what you do, you're good at what you do. And then, boom, there you go. So and people actually have commented to my executive director that they, like, remember me because, like, oh, yeah, he's the shorts guy. And it's like, ha, there you go. Like,
yeah,
take that, Thai guy.
But, I mean, if you look at, like, tenets of white supremacy and such, there's systematic things like the quote-unquote professional dress that have elements where it's like this is a subjective thing that we standardize for the purposes of upholding, white supremacist values.
Yep.
And it makes all the sense in the world once you sit there and you critically think about what that means, right? No one is less productive because they're wearing something that makes them comfortable. It's not. It's not scientifically true. You know what I mean? Like, it's frustrating. Anyway,
it's crazy.
Sean wanted to let us know since we all worked that job together at the time.
Mike job number 4073.
It was not a call center. It was a center for calling.
No, it was a customer relationship center.
No, it was a center for calling. Sean just said it right there. Just to completely contrast
just because he's a doctor.
Just to contrast it to a call center. It was a center.
Fair enough.
All right. I work 4 days a week, 3 days off in a row, by the way. And even though I'm essentially working the same job I despised a year ago, I like this place a lot better, says Apollo. Still dislike the job, though. But working 4 days is significantly better than 5. Well, and listen, so this is something that I've learned about myself over the course of the pandemic. And we have sports coming up next, by the way. Is I've learned just how much of a rhythm or momentum worker I am. I'm so much more productive when I can start something and then work on it for 10 hours if I want to. Like if I have like the ball rolling downhill and I'm feeling good about it, I don't get fatigued because I'm working on it for a long time. But when I get interrupted constantly, or I start 2 hours in and I'm just like, man, today's not the day, then it's better if I stop because I'm not going to get as much done as I would if I started and it's like, man, today's going to be cracked, right? So if I'm going to be better working in maybe 10 to 12 hour increments, let me do that. It's better for you, company, clients. It's better for me. And then if I have 72 hours off because just so happened that I worked 3 12s in a row because it was working good for me, what the hell? What's the downside? So, yeah. Down says, I just like the 2 hour commute back each day. That 10 hours a week, I am not in my car. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's
that's a big one too, right? I mean, when we worked at the CRC, I was living out in Northeast Portland with Megan. And when we first worked in the CRC, I was living in Tigard, which isn't super far from where we worked, but I had to take the bus every day. So it took me an hour and 20 minutes to get there. Well, I took the bus to get on the Max, so it was like forever, and that sucks. That sucked a lot.
Yeah.
That's time away from your parents. That's why I laugh now when I see all the articles about like people are quitting their jobs to take care of government, take advantage of government money. Like, or maybe they realize that there's more to life than sitting in an office. And if you're not willing to be flexible with that, they don't want to work for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And
weird.
And I had a similar commute. It was not as long as yours, but I kind of liked the time on public transit because I could work on other things. But then again, now I'm sitting here thinking about like what it looks like if I was just to do that job from home, which at the time that job could have been done from home. And, or not maybe at the time, but nowadays that kind of job could be done at home. Point being,
absolutely,
people are using and valuing their time, protecting their time a little bit more. I think that's a good thing at the end of the day. Superphonic, I got up at 11 a.m. today and have had a very productive day. KJ agreed with Apollo on the statements that we already read through. 4 days is the future, and I'm jealous you're there already, Apollo. I think even there's more research showing that 4 days can work a lot better than 5 days as well. So, I want to say I've TLDR'd that at least. KJ said, I work part-time for reasons, and I have to say that I am so much healthier than I was before. Superphonic, that's when you sack those people and improve your business rather than punishing everyone. Always the big wigs holding us back. Apollo, get it, but I don't know, man. I dislike my job and dislike working for other people, but at least I suck it up and get my beep done. Brendan said, unfortunately, it always does indeed circle back to that theme, Ryan. Crap, I don't remember what I was talking about, to be honest, Brendan. Is it the people wanting to just have the oversight of people? Maybe. Scott Chick, I used to do half shifts all the time, then change to 12 hours, which works better for me as I have 4 days off to recover, or pick up an occasional half shift if needed without getting burned out. Care burnout is a thing, not just for those looking after their loved ones, especially in these times. Absolutely. Absolutely, Scott Chick. So, and I will say this to the ends of the earth, not just for those who are working medical jobs, even though, yes, absolutely, okay? But people who do caregiving, that seems like one of the most difficult jobs in the world. And so however we can make that be a more enjoyable profession, including raising pay, I'm on board for.
Nah, that's true.
Kiki, I was the poster child for what a job shouldn't do. Lol, felt like I could never leave my desk. A million meetings and then had to work late to do the work I couldn't do as the meetings all the time. Mike, that's fine. Apollo,
okay.
You could just do
Cool.
S*** if you want, but
Yeah.
we're not going to say it on the air. You can have it in the chat, but try to censor a little bit more in the future. There's more to life than getting treated like people by random strangers because, poopy by random strangers because they're either self-entitled jerks or they feel like it's totally okay to have a beat and take it out on other people. I was reading that. I was like, poople?
Oh, that was good. Poople?
I used to have an animal.
Eyes.
It was a little thing that had a little antenna, and then it rolled into a football. It was called a poople. It was called a popple. Do you remember popples at all?
I sure
It was a
do.
toy back in the day. All right. Anyway, this is fun discussion. At the end of the day, if we focused on people first and said, hey, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
What works for you, right? Let's center it around you. Everyone will be happier, but we just don't do it enough, and it's disappointing. All right, listen, there's a couple things we need to do. It's 7:53 on the West Coast, 10:53 out east. It is 3:53 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. All right, it is time for sports. Okay, and we need to go in order here because Mike was not able to be here yesterday. Mike's usually here for at least an hour. Okay, so I also wanted to give Sean a chance to sit here and gloat a little bit more as well because y'all had great sports weekends. So let's start with this. Let's go all the way back to Saturday. Okay.
Go Blue.
How'd that feel?
I wish Twitch user Johnny was here. So I only got to watch the last 5 minutes of the game because I was outside decorating with my girls. So I was listening to it, which was fun, but not getting able to see it also was a bum. But I was like, all right, I'll get it. But I came in at the end of the fourth quarter, and when it was all over, and that field turned maize and blue, I was so happy. Gosh, I hate the freaking Buckeyes.
I just want to pretend that you just said amazing blue, even though you didn't. But that was still fun to hear. So you have that happen, okay? For what it's worth, the reason that if Sean was here, Sean would be doing dun dun na 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 is because USC hired Lincoln Riley, the head coach of the Oklahoma Sooners, away from Oklahoma, and this is the QB whisperer. And so the theory behind this is that Lincoln will be able to keep all the good quarterbacks of Southern California in Southern California.
It's not gonna work.
I think it's gonna be fine, but we'll see.
I'm kidding. I think it'll be great.
Here's what I'm excited about. As someone who is in Pac-12 country, I just like to see competition. And listen, I have an allegiance for the University of Oregon, but at the end of the day, okay, anything that gives a little more parity to college football, I'm on board with. Okay, so
Yeah, no, absolutely.
USC being good is good for the whole Pac-12. At the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So that then forwards to LSU, who was rumored to be hiring Lincoln Riley away from Oklahoma, but didn't, to hire Brian Kelly from Notre Dame.
I love it because I hate Brian Kelly.
So Brian Kelly's now going to LSU, and now we'll see who goes to Notre Dame. So that was the first thing we were going to do yesterday. Mike gloating about Michigan, Sean getting to gloat about USC. But then yesterday in sports, something else happened that made Mike even happier potentially.
True. And it's something completely shocking. And honestly, I had no idea until I got a text message from one Chris M.E. that said F*** you. And I was like, huh? And he's like, the Mets signed Max Scherzer. And I was like, what? And sure enough, the Mets have signed Scherzer enough. One of the former, I think, two of the three last Cy Young winners are now New York Mets. In Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer. And he signed a buttload of a contract.
$130 million 3-year deal with the Mets.
$43 million per year to play a game, to throw a ball. That's incredible. And he's mine.
I mean,
after the weekend too, right? You sent me was it on Thursday or Friday? I mean, they signed like Sterling Marte and like two other big names.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what is happening? But the great thing was it's all because Steven Matz and his agent messed around with Stephen Cohen. And Steve's like, fine. We're going to sign everybody else then. So, I'm pretty excited right now.
Well, hopefully Max Scherzer doesn't get measured in money per pitch, because that means that, Max got hurt. And then, listen, pitchers are no sure thing, but Max has been pretty steady for a long time.
Yeah, but he's a New York Met now, so he should be on the IR by May.
By Tuesday.
So.
Corey Seager also left the Dodgers, signed with the Texas Rangers, 10 years, $325 million.
Crazy.
The odd thing, honestly, is that a Los Angeles team is getting outbid. So, that's unusual. Mm-hmm. What else is happening in sports? Marcel Ozuna, did I say that correctly?
Sure did.
Has a retroactive 20-game suspension, violated Major League Baseball's domestic violence policy. Was arrested May 29th, charges of aggravated assault by strangulation and battery, after police officers said they witnessed him attacking his wife. I didn't know about this. He was placed on administrative leave under the domestic violence policy. This according to the Associated Press. I had not heard that one.
Oh gosh, I had not either. Wow, that's a big one too. Holy jeez. Oof! Don't be dicks, people.
Dallas Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy, COVID-19 protocol, not expected to coach on Thursday, so the Cowboys take on the New Orleans Saints. McCarthy's sixth Dallas coach or staff member to be sidelined for the game.
And here's the tricky thing now too, right? Is that even when you get vaccinated, the whatchamacallit is there. What is it called? The Omnicron or Omarion or
Omarion is what I've been calling it. That's a singer though, so
go with the Omarion variant. He's gonna love that if that ever gets back to him. Not from us, but hopefully maybe we can get that trending on Twitter.
Well, Delta had to go through it, Delta Airlines, so
that's fair. But yeah, it's I can see how people are getting it, but still, just take precautions. Like, come on. You're not invincible, people.
Tiger Woods had an interview, said with Golf Digest that not expecting, basically alluded to this, I'm paraphrasing, not expecting to play competitive golf at the top of the mountain ever again. We'll still, play in certain tournaments. We'll still, try his hardest, but not expected to ever reach full-time schedule or like the tippy top. So 15 majors might be all you ever see from Tiger Woods. So.
I could see him playing some like the U.S. Open, probably maybe the British Open here and there,
Masters, all that stuff.
But yeah, there was talk of him people trying to convince him to join the Senior Open because I don't think he's 50 yet, right? But he's got to be pretty damn close. But he was like, absolutely not. He's like, I'm not going to play on the Champions Tour because And I was like, I can respect that. Like it is what it is. But he'll play in his tournament because he has the Tiger Woods hit the ball far invitational.
Yeah, he has a tournament I think in early season. I mean, K-Laf would.
Yeah. Kyle.
Another Associated Press story. Lee Elder, who broke down racial barriers as the first black golfer to play in the Masters and paved the way for Tiger Woods and others to follow, has died at the age of 87. The PGA Tour announced Elder's death, which was first reported on Monday by Debert
Bravo,
Cook
Mr. Elder.
of
Bravo,
African American Golfers Digest. So there's some golf news for K-Laf.
I was just looking at my Reddit, and there's a really funny and interesting meme that Urban Meyer's like, oh, there's a job open in the Midwest. So maybe Urban Meyer goes to Notre Dame, because I don't think he's coming back to Jacksonville.
Urban Meyer, if you're out there, just retire, my friend.
Yeah, do the analyst thing again. Just
watching you coach is exhausting for me. Because he looks so uncomfortable. He looks like his health is deteriorating in real time. Okay? And I love sports, but listen.
Yeah.
If someone told me tomorrow that I can't talk into a microphone ever again because I'm going to die, like that would be tough to deal with, but I'd have to pivot. Or try to find a way to make it not so that I would die.
I would just become like a typographer and just type out everything.
Maybe you could be a spotter. I could do that job. All right, there's your sports. Next hour, community games. And Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews. We'll have the clip of the day, takeaways that were okay. Let us know something you learned from today's show. That is all coming up next hour with Gaming Morning Show. Thank you for being here. We'll welcome in the final hour crew. We will also tell you the story of a deer in a New Hampshire elementary school. Mike and Ryan, other side of the break, coming back. Gaming Morning Show, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, GamingMorningShow.tv.
Speaking out loud, trying to make you proud, finding my place in your heart. Just tell me what you want to hear, since I'm feeling out with fear. Can't believe you're near, so let's stay right here. You're really making me see I love the good we can be here in your arms, counting all the stars. Just tell me what you want to hear, since I'm feeling out with fear. Can't believe you're near, so let's stay right here. You're really making me see I love the good we can be here in your arms, counting all the stars. the drive-through Bordeaux when it hurt all alone, but it'll be just fine if heaven's secure. I was lost, I would cry, I would wish all night that it'll be just fine if you weren't leaving for good. I could hear you on the radio playing when I was riding so stuck in Vegas. You said we could never be strong, but our hearts are golden and connected as one. Through lonely days, we got better, better as they came. We are electrolytes flowing, flowing in the rain. We are electrolytes, electrolytes, taking your breath away.
All right, let's gather round to read the Moose book. There was a mooster in Worcester. There's a moose loose about the hoose. Shake it loose in your hoose, that moose. I would call it a truce with the moose, maybe spruce up the hoose. Dr. Seuss writing about the hoose in which the moose shook loose an overused spruce. The moose that encountered a truck's caboose is the moose named Bruce. I'm loose, said the moose, Bruce, as he threw up a deuce. Fun fact, Bruce the moose actually starred in Footloose. Snitches get stitches like mooses get looses. Obtuse rubber goose, green moose, guava juices. Goose and moose called a truce over being loose around Bruce. A moose nuisance is a moosance. You better write about the moose, no excuse. You're welcome.
Glowing through the rain, we are electrolytes flowing, flowing in the rain. We are electrolytes, electrolytes, taking your breath
Pumpkin Spice Latte Time! Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, Community Games, and GMS, Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay, and the clip of the day. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. Zesty! Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. It is Tuesday, November 30th, 2021. Today is Tuesday. It is the last day of November.
Thank God.
What? November is one of the best months out there.
Well, but like down here, I just want to get rid of that, you know. And then I gotta trim this because I kissed Megan last night. And she was like, like what?
But
She's like, your mustache.
But I thought you could shave this part.
No, you don't shave any of it. You can't touch your face. Did you cheat?
You told me I could trim this.
Well, but trimming is different than shaving.
Oh, you mean by touch your face literally, like you can't get the blade to the skin.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you're not supposed to even trim. You're not supposed to trim, but I mean, there's no like definitive rules. If it's your thing, you can do it. I mean, if you're sensitive and all, and you can't.
I didn't want to, but then we did Kiki Cup, and I had this one that's like this, and you told me that was bothering you, and then you said I could shave it or trim it, and so I did.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's fine. I mean, like the Movember police aren't gonna like come to your house and be like, Ryan, are you in there? After you goof, come out with your beard up. You know, they're not gonna be like.
Why does the beard police sound like a horse bear?
Because why do you think Bear showed up in November at Sean's house?
Fair enough. That's true. I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's Diego, the gaming morning lizard. Ba-dum-bum.
Diego's had a good show today. I'm not gonna lie.
He is. He's very excited because in the course of the show, I took the day off because I'm well, and I'm gonna take the opportunity to go to the garage and finish his tiling.
Nice.
So then all I'll need is rocks, and we'll be set.
There you go. So much closer to Diego having a permanent house. So that's exciting.
He's
Diego, the gaming morning show Thorny Dragon.
Perfect.
Close enough. Close enough.
Sean's asking, are we going to have a horse bear, like a centaur-style bear? Yeah, I think we are. You should work on that.
On it.
KJ said, yeah, the Hub's stash is getting out of control. Man, that's what I got critiqued on, too. I got critiqued on mostly this, like, stash lower lip area. Like, the frustration abound. So, literally got frustrated with me. Literally. Let's go to Boston.com. Mia McCarthy has a story. There seems to be this is a real problem. Every single day, hundreds of elementary schools and firehouses and other public buildings are being invaded by wildlife. That's right. The thing that you should know is that everywhere in this world at any given time, an unexpected visitor could show up from the wildlife foresty area and immediately enter a classroom uninvited. That's right. Deer are going everywhere and back to school. We'll be right with you.
Speaking of unwanted visitors.
And we're back.
Not really unwanted, but like unexpected.
Oof. That was a little bit of a...
not unwanted. Dang it. The unexpected.
Yeah. That was a little bit... The word left your mouth, but that quick check being like, wait. Did I just... Oof.
Anyway, so in New Hampshire, something really terrible happened. That was a really great intro, and sorry that Megan ruined it.
I told you not to come in my room when I'm vacuuming.
Off in the shower. Yeah, I love you. Bye. So a deer broke into an elementary school in Barnstead, New Hampshire on Sunday afternoon, according to Barnstead Police Department. Police reportedly they received a call that the front window of Barnstead Elementary School was shattered around 12:20 p.m. Upon arrival, Officer Cookenham of the his real name, Officer Cookenham, yummy, of the Barnstead Police Department found the four-legged intruder in the school's lobby. The deer was reportedly a 10-point buck, and Cookenham called for backup to help capture the large suspect. That's rude. As emergency personnel arrived to help the officer, the deer crashed through another window and escaped. The deer reportedly fled the scene down Maple Street, leaving a piece of antler behind at the school. Officer Cookenham gave chase, pursuing the four-legged suspect, who was too swift for the officer. Maybe a little less ham, a little more salad. Barnstead police joked on Facebook. In the distance, a voice could be heard yelling, "On Dancer!" And in the blink of an eye, the suspect was gone. On Saturday, police reported another deer break-in at an auto repair shop in Goffstown, New Hampshire. Barnstead police joked that the two deer may be part of an organized crime group ransacking New Hampshire buildings. Where's my controller? They reported, perhaps jokingly, that the antler left behind is being sent to a crime lab for a DNA check. Barnstead police will be working with the Goffstown police and other law enforcement agencies to try and match hoofprints, surveillance, and booking photos to see if this is the same suspect in the Goffstown burglary or another member of this organized crime group. Barnstead police wrote.
It's going to be a dead bush head in a bed somewhere because of this organized crime syndicate.
A dead bush head?
Well, I was trying to find, like, because deer are herbivores. I was trying to figure out, like, what they would put in someone's bed if they were trying to send a message. So.
Carrots.
There you go.
Reindeer love carrots.
Yes. It'd be a bunch of, like, the top of a carrot cut off in the bed.
Why is there a bunch of carrots in my bed? I don't know.
Go back to sleep.
Oh man.
Yes, and by the way,
rough.
I was not on it this morning. I apologize.
Morning to the final hour crew.
The final hour crew is here, including RHS Jack. Jack, it's been a long time no see. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back to a Gaming Morning Show. Jack kicked the door in and said, "Gaming Morning Show. I totally shaved my neck and the cheeks. I'm not a mountain man, one of those guys who blows bugles. I don't know what I'm talking about." Jack, you're back in Jack fashion, and it's good to see you, my friend.
The Ricola guy?
Ricola.
Because I don't think I'm pretty sure they shave their, like, a lot. They just have, like, the curly face. Q.
Makita is here as well.
Hello, FHC.
And then Ambassador's final hour crew, Brendan _TTV is still hanging out. KJ is here as well. Jack's also encouraging us to make it the Gaming Morning Show final hour crew. Hour. Not howitzer, but hour.
Howitzer?
Not howitzer.
Well, no, I agree, because that's like a cannon.
Yes. We could fire the final hour crew howitzer when it's time for the FHC.
Oh my god. Why is there a hole in the house, Ryan? Well, I took that a little too literally.
It's good to see you too, Gabe Pride. Thank you for being here with the FHC.
Hello, FHC.
Gabe Pride, who was the winner of the Dr. Squatch gift pack for donating money on my 12-hour stream on Sunday. Gabe, keep an eye on the old mailbox there.
Did you already send it out?
Sure did.
Man, your fulfillment department is cracked.
My fulfillment is Diego is my fulfillment manager, and if you don't get it done really quickly, he is like, he is on it. And just like Dobbs won the $25 Steam gift card, and Diego tried to send it out, and Steam was like, you have to be friends with somebody for 3 days to do that. So he's got like little check marks on the inside of his cave wall. He's counting down to 3 days. So.
Yeah, Makita, final hour crew is the FHC is what it stands for. Good morning to you.
Hello, FHC.
Gonzo Gump is here for the FHC. It's been a long time no see for you too, Gonzo. Thanks for stopping by.
He's a busy noodle, a busy bean. Not Billy Bean, busy bean.
Apollo was actually surprised FHC didn't stand for fine hot chinchillas.
I mean, I guess if you have enough chinchillas, they're hot, right?
Temperature wise, or like sexy chinchillas?
Like, I mean, yes. You know.
Hello, FHC.
Emma's a Sink is here. Good morning to you. Everyone who's rolling in, by the way. Today is National Mousse Day, and so we are asking you, what is your favorite fluffy dessert? So trying to like not go with cakes or pies or something a little more solid, but what is your favorite like Kuhip style dessert?
Also, have you ever had a fish mousse?
Yeah, we were asking about the savory thing because the nationaldaycalendar.com gives a nice little description of this whole, mousse thing, and it's like, oh, savory mousse. And I was like, I've never been interested in eating like salmon mousse ever.
Dang it, Ian.
It's gross. Lady Kate, if I want to leave a warning in true vampire fashion, I will leave either a pink rose or a red rose. Rose colors don't have the same meanings for vampires, you see. I appreciate that. Chris M. Yee is here.
Greetings, Final Hour Crew Ambassador Chris M. Yee.
Final Hour Crew. Like,
Have you ever had, do you like mousse? Do you like fish mousse? Would you eat a fish mousse?
Mike's asking questions of Lookit's wifo.
No, yeah, the funny mousse. Wait, you've eaten the animal mousse? Oh.
Who hasn't
No,
had
like
mousse?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Wait a second. I
Yeah,
can
go
hear
ahead.
a little bit of Megan's voice. Megan doesn't sound anything like you portrayed Megan to sound like.
It's exact. She sounds like how I portray her. She has a thing on. She has a voice modulator on her face.
Wow.
No, never.
I'm shocked. Shocked, I say.
I don't. You guys don't think about it.
Gay Pride says, yes, thank you so much. Glad I could support your cause.
I like real mousse. I don't like the chocolate mousse.
What's Megan's opinion on durian mousse?
What's your opinion on durian mousse? Durian mousse. She says gross and grouse. No.
By the way,
no.
Chris MU comes in here and says, final Howard crew, and my brain immediately went to those watches, Tag Heuer or whatever. So now we're the final Heuer crew. Final Heuer crew. FHC represent, according to Gonzo Gump this morning. Moose. Yes. Moose.
Moose in the hoose. Eating spruce.
And chocolate mousse. Royale. From Baskin Robbins.
Chocolate.
Yeah, if you missed that in the last hour, FHC, we read a list from kitchenfoliage.com of all the great types of mousse that are out there. Most of which were use the same base and add a blueberry. So, there you go.
Deadpool won it for us.
K-Laugh says, fine. I'll how are you? Get it?
How are you?
How are you? Literally.
How are you doing?
Chris and me, what are you doing? Shout out to the Californians.
That reminds me of the Harry Carey on Saturday Night Live. If you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself?
Slather myself with mustard and relish. I'd be delicious. It's 8:22. Coming up, we'll tell you a story about an animal, most of which probably in Yellowstone National Park, and was sitting on the porch of their house and sending their young child to the first day of kindergarten. And the buffalo looked at the young child and said, hey, have fun on your first day of kindergarten. Bye, son. So I'll have that story for you coming up. It's National Computer Security Day, Stay at Home Because You're Well Day, National Day of Giving, it is National Mason Jar Day, National Personal Space Day, and National Mississippi Day, which means
PPI.
it is time for everyone's favorite game.
Don't let the person hanging from the balloons fall into the monster's mouth.
I'm a little peeved by Bob. Bob can't get the floating part right sometimes. Bob says hanging instead of floating, and it's very frustrating.
So I know you were kind of busy. Were you here for that portion of the show? Because we did real bad at the floating monster thing, like real bad. And we were on medium. I think the highest we got was 21 in like a half hour.
What are you talking about?
We played on my stream on Sunday. We played the.
Oh, no, I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Could have been better.
Medium is hard too.
Well, listen. We once got to a very high number on the hard side. In fact,
to see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
Okay.
And we got up to 129 one time. We haven't sniffed it since. Like
we got to like
close.
61 once.
The best we've done on easy is 95. We've never played medium when I've been hosting this side of the glass. I think you all played medium one time when I was gone.
Mm-hmm.
So, by the way,
hello FHC.
Nice work, Quiet I'm Gaming. Guest tomorrow on GMS After Dark. We'll talk more about that in a second. But right now, it is time to play the game. Don't let the person floating from the balloons fall in the monster's mouth. This first one is nature. And by the way, chat, just so you know, if one vowel states shows up as a category and it's Mississippi, we're ending the show. Not for today.
Or if Shaq shows up. If Shaq shows up too.
Oh yeah. Just forever. The show is over. So
we're done.
Be careful what you wish for.
done.
So I said the words nature, and K-Laugh immediately goes beech tree. Alpine goat is a guess from Towns. All right, I'll give you some of the letters that Jack guessed, and then you can tell me if you feel good about these still.
Jack's playing by the rules.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Right? I've already seen it too. You have got to be kidding me. If this is what K-Laugh said, All right, I gotta guess E just because Dungeon KJ said E. Oh, thank goodness. Woof. I'll even now guess the letters that KJ and Makita guessed. I just was, yeah. Hello, FHC.
Hello, FHC.
Digital Dot Games is here. Nice work, though. We were perfect. Oh, 6. We missed one. So we had 6 there. Famous brands is our next
Way to go,
puzzle.
Kyle.
Kyle, like, I seriously was like, what? There's no way. There's no way. And there was a way.
Cry.
There was a way.
All right. Nintendo is what K-Laugh is going to do with a big swing. Ha! Why am I rooting against K-Laugh? We're on the same team.
Shaquille.
And Shaquille O'Neal.
No, Bob, he said Shaquille.
Yeah, there was no O'Neal. It could
There's-
have been the other guy named Shaquille.
It's one word.
Shaquille Smith. It's his cousin.
Shaq.
Okay. Maybe it's
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Earthling guessed Nike. That's funny.
Hello,
It's
FHC.
good to see you, Earthling. Thanks for stopping by this morning.
T-I-D-A. Nope, not Adidas. Not Reebok.
My Adidas?
All day I think about sausage. Ooh, no, never mind. Gosh.
Oh my gosh. Is it sausage? No, it can't be. It's Famous Brands.
I mean, sausage is kind of a famous brand.
Not as famous as blood sausage, am I right?
Man.
If you missed it first hour, we were working on a rebrand of blood sausage because we don't think that the name is fitting. Gabe Pride
man.
says, I worked at this restaurant that had a white chocolate mousse that was to die for.
Gabe, those are called albino. They don't like when you call them white chocolate mousses. They prefer their scientific term. Thanks. Oh, wait, we're talking about the food again. Dang.
We'll figure it out. Moose Moose.
Moose Moose?
Moose Moose. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Do it.
No.
Ooh. Is it? We're at 0.
There it
Zero
is.
for a while.
K-Laugh is crap.
Gatorade.
Water.
Water.
Gatorade. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. All right, here we go. One vowel word. One vowel word. Should I just hit I? Just get it over
Yeah,
with?
do it. It's good. It's not gonna do it though.
There, it's not.
Crap.
All right, it's A. The vowel is A. The vowel is
Oh, wow.
A.
Beep boop beep boop.
That doesn't help though.
H2O. Gatorade.
It's like our Achilles heel is this one.
I know. This is the worst category in all of Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I do not like it one bit. Quiet said part of the Waterboy was filmed at the Citrus Bowl here in Orlando.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Bob was there, apparently.
What?
Bob was at the Citrus Bowl watching it get filmed.
Did you get invited? I believe that actually he was there.
Bob likes it.
Sarsaparilla.
We have one balloon left. One balloon left.
Hold on.
Everyone remain calm.
Snoopy line thingy.
No, that's a E. No.
Is it not like a saurus, right? No, can't be that.
Hold on. But what would be in front of the N?
Is it un something?
No. 'cause
No,
he
it's
was a
one vowel. Yeah.
B, no. C, E, no. F. Phanasis.
Oh, Paula's just going with G.
Oh, God.
We're dead.
I hate this one.
Knapsacks. Knapsacks.
So stupid.
Oh, and Emma was there. And Apollo was thinking G or K. No. At the end of the day, if you think about this game is tough. But the thing that we learn every single time that we play the game together is we learn that we are a group of people who understand that it's not how many balloons you achieve, but it's the friendships you make along the way to trying to get back up that mountain that used to be us being cracked at this game. Instead, the challenge continues for us to find a time where we can be better at this game again. And today just wasn't that day, chat. Okay? We tried, we failed, and failure is just nature's way of saying, you suck. So.
This is nature's way of saying you suck. Great. Downs, watch your mouth.
It's not how you play the game. It's the sacks you nap along the way, according to Quiet Eye Gaming.
You're silly.
Perfect segue, because Quiet is here. We haven't seen Pickle all morning, and that's okay. But coming up tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. Pacific time, you'll see them both hanging out with Look, It's Maiko on GMS After Dark. What is our topic tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. Pacific time?
Tomorrow we're going to talk about some stuff, and that stuff we're going to talk about is cereal. Here in the world, there's a meal that you eat daily that's really good for you. Many of those foods that you might want to eat actually aren't good for you, but they're still freaking delicious. We're going to have the cereal tier list tomorrow, where we will rank 15 of the best and not best cereals in the universe. Well, maybe not the universe, because I don't know what the cereals they have in, like, Uranus or whatever. That's probably where the Frosted Mini Wheats go. Anyway, but yeah. So we'll do our cereal tier list tomorrow with our good friend Quiet Eye Gaming and Pickle Fates.
Digital Dot Game says, I freaking love cereal. KJ says, cereal is the best. Just by the way, though, I just want to point this out. Cereal is not good for you. The cereal lobby.
It's like, terrible for you.
Part of a complete breakfast, because everything else is necessary to get all the stuff you actually need. But it's delicious. Cereal is great.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes.
So true.
It's part of a complete breakfast. If you had no cereal, you would still have a complete breakfast.
Absolutely.
Do you remember all the crap, though, that was in those commercials? So it'd be like Tony the Tiger being like, they're great. And then it showed the bowl of cereal surrounded by a glass of milk, glass of orange juice, fruit. There was like a cornucopia over here on the right. And a partridge in a pear tree.
Frosted Flakes advertisement.
Yeah. Digital Doc says, I eat cereal every night before I go to bed. It's probably my worst habit, but also my best habit. It's absolutely true.
Yep.
Chocolate, like Cocoa Puffs, is pretty legit, especially like we were talking about this earlier. Cocoa Pebbles and 2% milk. I don't know where the other 98% went, but
this one they have fruit in the bowl with an apple next to it and a glass of orange juice.
Yeah, Brendan goes, if you have a piece of toast, an orange, several eggs, clean kale, and a green apple smoothie, then yeah, have some Cookie Crisp.
Oh, man, that's hilarious. I had never thought about that before. Wow. That's so funny.
Emma says golden nuggets are the best. I used to have, I think we had one that was like that. Sugar Puffs.
Nuggets?
Yeah.
Golden graham. And there's golden grams.
I think
golden grams.
Sugar nuggets are like the multi-meal Sugar Puffs, I want to say. I could be making that up. But by the way, there used to be a cereal called Sugar Puffs, and my mother let me eat it.
Oh.
So.
What is this?
And my mother was the one who, we had a couple of cereal rules in my household. We weren't allowed to buy any cereal that costs more than $4. So like anytime Lucky Charms was available, wouldn't get it because it was usually always like $4 or $4.50. But also, we had to have Kix all the time. So you could have Kix one day, and then you could have like Sugar Puffs, and the next day you had to have Kix again because like Kix was the baseline cereal. So
yeah.
Well, maybe not, because Emma says we have Sugar Puff here, so maybe I'm just making that up.
Well, here I'll put it in the Discord. But
okay.
Here's the box. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a very interesting looking thing.
So
Like very interesting.
I just had a gnat fly by me, but it was so close to my face that when I noticed it, it looked like it was gigantic. It was startling how close that was. Oh, yes, Gabe Pride, Honey Smacks. I remember those too. Yeah. Didn't they have the frog mascot?
Yeah.
Hey, bonus points tomorrow if you can find a way to incorporate best mascots into it some way, somehow. Although I don't want to make your show 4 hours, so. Like that Trix Bunny.
That's a good idea for a future show, though.
Trix Bunny was just looking for a fix, man. So
Best brand ambassadors.
Brenda goes, I'm looking at gold nuggets. They look kind of like Captain Crunch, but not as razor sharp. Captain Crunch was incredibly coarse.
That's why peanut butter crunch is good, because they're balls.
Just chewing on some pebbles here, literal pebbles.
Some balls in my mouth.
Breaking my teeth. KJ's
butter
Hubs loves cereal as
Honey
well.
Smacks? Nice.
So. Chris and me said corn of copia? Question mark. Yep, it's a regular corn of copia. Yep. Yeah, well, it's exciting. Quiet, can't wait to see you on the show. Quiet was standout during our Halloween event, including the Hocus Pocus table read. Did a great job. So we'll see you tune in with Mike and Pickle tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.
Gaming.
Coming up after this, we'll tell you about the bison on the loose 2 months after it was spotted in Illinois. Because, you know, those well-known Illinois bison.
Wow.
I wouldn't have guessed in a million years there were bison in Illinois.
Well, it sounds like it was like someone's pet or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe not. No, maybe pet. Yeah.
Just do me a favor, chat. If you ever go to Yellowstone Park, please do not try to pet the wildlife. Just don't.
Catch a bison. Bring it back home.
Nope. It's the exact opposite of what I just said. Please do not. No, the animals at Yellowstone are not in captivity. It's not a zoo. You are not rescuing anything.
Oh my gosh. There used to be a back in the day when blogs were the thing before like Reddit and everything existed. There was one that was like worst travel takes, and it would take like reviews from all these things, and someone put from Yellowstone like the animals they just let the animals roam around. Like that could be very dangerous. Like, yeah, because it's nature. Like, I don't know if you knew that, but nature.
Can someone please go put the T-Rex back in its pen? I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I once had a mom ask me when I was at camp. We slept in tents, and she was like, "Is there always so much dirt?" And I'd be like, "Nope, just we forgot to vacuum today, I guess."
What time do the deer show up for their shift?
Excuse me, it's 8:30. I've been waiting here for 4 minutes for the buffalo to show up.
I mean, it didn't help that Old Faithful set the precedent for, on-time nature. So
that's fair.
That's true. I mean, don't have a geyser that shows up for its shift every day, and then not have the animals get there on time, right?
Oh, these animals are just out and about. Okay, kind of a point.
Mike, Pickle, and Quiet. That's an all-star lineup, according to Brendan_TTV.
Mike Job, number 4.
Also, that was your 4th job, apparently, according to Bob. So, Downs, no. I didn't say Jellystone. I said Yellowstone. Yogi Bear lives somewhere else.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Hey, boo-boo.
Do you guys have campgrounds out there that are Jellystone?
No.
Is that like in East Mid-Atlantic?
It is, because we learned about that on the show. We had a Yogi Bear Day or something.
Right.
And I was like, wait, there's a Jellystone brand of campgrounds?
Campground.
Yeah. Lady Cass, can bison fly? Not to my knowledge, unless they're at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Well, they should probably also get like 2 tickets, because they're kind of big, so they're gonna take up a lot of room. Unless they get the emergency exit, and then they're good.
I think they actually get put into the storage, the luggage.
Well, that's rude.
That's where all the other animals go, unless their
Well,
emotional supports are cleared, like service bison.
Excuse me, this is my emotional service, my emotional support bison. I'm sorry, what? Yep, it's got to be on the plane with me.
So who lives in Yellowstone Park? All of the animals.
Damn it, Downs.
Downs. Take that same correspondent who was reporting live from Kings Canyon the other day and send them to Yellowstone Park.
I understand in England you don't have national parks because, like, England. However, yeah, it's like it's a national park down where like there's wild things, not Rick Vaughn, just like regular wild things.
Wild thing. Boom, boom. You make my heart sing. Jack says,
Sean,
Lucky Charms and mayo and pickle juice. You may think it's gross, and it is.
Yeah.
I don't think, again, I would like to point out that pickle doesn't have everything in pickle juice. It's just a name. Just a name.
I don't know.
Brenda goes, Mike and Ryan are the cartoon devil and angel on your shoulder. That's actually sounds a lot like what we talked about yesterday. It's exactly right. I love it.
We're the polar opposites. Ryan likes order. I like chaos. Like,
that's so good.
Goodness.
There's going to be a
Like, leave it
picture.
alone.
There's going to be a picture someday of Sean on the screen, and then I'm going to be depicted as the angel, and you're going to be depicted as the devil on each side of Sean's shoulders. Which, by the way, Sean's shoulders is very hard to say. Those back-to-back words.
Sean's sultry shoulders.
Lady K, if the bison isn't able to fly, I'm not interested. Okay? Don't go to Yellowstone. You're going to be extremely disappointed then. Mike, are you okay over there?
Hit the thing again.
Mike is nicknamed the crossbar in this game.
It's a conspiracy.
Sean goes, Bison Wild Wings. Are we going to Bison Wild Wings later? No? You don't want to go to Bison Wild Wings?
That's ridiculous. I'm so angry.
It's okay. The game wants you to be angry. You're playing. You're leaning into it. You're leaning into it. It's now 8:43 West Coast time. It is 11:43 out on the East. It is 4:43 for those watching GMS in the afternoon.
Doodly-doo.
Caleb said to Downs when he asked, "So who lives in the Yellowstone Park?" Caleb goes, "Van life influencers." That's true. Listen, doesn't that look kind of fun though? To do like, I could do a summer in like a van. It'd be a blast, right?
Did I ever tell you that I was offered a job at Yellowstone?
Well, of
I
course.
didn't take it.
Well, I mean,
Mike job number, you know what? I lost count.
I'd applied for a job to work there. You do part-time maintenance, part-time. So in the winter, it gets really snowy there. So they have these like giant snowmobile bus things. So part of my job would have been driving all the guests in the snowmobile bus thing, and the other part would have been cleaning cabins.
oh, okay.
But the accommodations for you would get your own cabin, and it was like hella cool. But I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
It's funny because my brother-in-law plows all the snow out of Yellowstone. That's his job. So I was like, I thought that's where you're going. I was like,
All of it?
Are you my brother-in-law?
Wow.
Yeah, I
Wait,
mean, listen.
Sean, when did Sean do that?
No, other brother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
But if you think about it, I mean, you have a whole like 6 months, and he has a pretty big shovel. So,
It's a lot of work.
Lady K says we have wildlife reserves here. Yes, we have some of those here too. But this is like a national park. So, Downs.
It's like thousands of acres, which is I don't know what in England.
But what famous wildlife? Like maybe the hare bear bunch? Yes, Downs. They're in Yellowstone. Go find them. They're there. There's not like a theme in Yellowstone
No,
Park.
it's a park. They've got a giant geyser that shoots all the time. They've got like bears that eat people. They've got they have park rangers that find stuffed bears and bears that find stuffed bears for the park rangers.
There is one great story. First trip to Yellowstone when I was a kid, there was a road, and then on the right side of the road said Moose Viewing Area, and had an arrow to the left from our perspective. And it was literally pointing at a moose standing there. So going back to the idea of the shifts, that was our joke for the whole trip. It was like, hey, the moose was on time. That was great. Thanks for being there. When's the change out?
That's really funny. It's like, yeah. Yep, here. 40
Check
minutes.
it in. Moose grabs the time card, goes, in. Kalaf goes, Flying Bison is pretty okay brewery in upstate Western New York. Kalaf has the recall. Kalaf's going to pull something out that we said in February someday.
Yeah.
And just be like, yeah, no, you talked about February 19th, 2021. So, Sean's trying to prove me wrong. My shoulders, my shoulders, my shoulders. That wasn't so tough. Because I said Sean's shoulders is really hard to say.
He didn't move, Gonzo. He never lived at Yellowstone.
Gonzo goes, heck yeah, I would do van life. And then so Yogi Bear is at Yellowstone. That's Jellystone. It's different.
Do you think Jellystone has like a geyser that shoots jelly?
Oh, gross.
Lined up with
Sauce
bread.
geyser.
Like running trying to catch it.
People are running around Jellystone being like, apparently not. I was told to move to Jellystone. No, we said move to Yellowstone. Downs, is this thing on? Can you hear us? Someone check on Downs' hearing.
I feel like Downs like mutes the show because he's busy doing other things and just tries to put things together based on chat.
Downs,
this sounds good.
Or maybe Downs, are you okay? Like, do we need to check on you?
Do you need something?
Oh, worry.
Jellystone. Jellly Stone.
Jello Stone.
Now he's gonna think he's a Jellystone, and it was gonna throw a whole nother wrench in the thing.
That's
Wait,
my
so
fault.
who lives in Jellystone?
My fault.
Nobody.
That's where you find the chocolate mousse. Ha! Get it? It's pudding. Nice. KJ says, I could do van life if it was parked outside of a house and also driven by someone else, and I didn't have to sleep in it. Other than that, though.
Great.
All right, really quick, though, we need to pay off the Bison story. Then we're going to get into the Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews, clip of the day, takeaways that were pretty okay, and we'll send you somewhere if you're watching on Twitch. This is from Ben Hooper of UPI. It's a Bison story.
There's a bison somewhere. Back to you.
Thank you very much.
There's bison are also almost as elusive. Actually, I guess they're more elusive than the Deer Crime Syndicate, because police in Illinois said a bison that's been on the loose since mid-September resurfaced on a rural road and was caught on dashboard cam by an officer's patrol vehicle. The Island Lake Police Department said an officer driving on Darrell Road, south of Case Road in unincorporated Wakanda, spotted the bison in the road at night last week. As elusive as Sasquatch himself, good job, Barry, our beloved Island Lake bison was spotted a few days ago, the department said in a Facebook post. The bison was reported missing to the Lake County Sheriff's Office in mid-September. The owner said the animal escaped while being transferred from a trailer to an enclosure. Police said the bison should be able to find food and water easily in the area, as is well suited for survival in the local environment, because it's a wild freaking animal, so it can survive in the wild. The department said this is weird. The department said the sighting should serve as a reminder to be aware while driving. Let's see how this comes together. Apparently, he wanted to remind everyone not to speed, pay attention to the road, and not to text and drive, the post said of the bison. Had Officer Lane not been vigilant, had been speeding, or would have been distracted, he would have hit the bison and hurt himself and the bison.
And the bison.
And the...
It's a big... No one's winning in this scenario is basically what we're trying to say.
No one.
So
it's a big old poopy cat.
All right, get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. Something you learned from today's show. Apollo already has one that's registered. You can add yours as well. We also told you about dozens. We're stuck in a England pub. It's the highest elevation in terms of pubs and sea level. And we also told you how another deer leading a crime syndicate broke into an elementary school. That was from Boston.com. So those are all of our stories of the day. Mike, like we do in the 6 o'clock hour with hashtag Video Game Expert, we give you the gaming headlines of the day. Let's do that now with Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News.
Sony seems to be working on a PlayStation controller. It's a new one, but it's not what you think it is for mobile. According to Jared Moore of IGN, Sony has patented a new design that seems to suggest that the company is working on a PlayStation controller for mobile devices. The patent was published by Sony Interactive last week, with the design resembling a split version of the PlayStation's DualShock controller rather than the white box of the PS5. I don't know why the white box is covering a word, but that's fine. It's censored because it's not good. Not only that, but there's a wrestling man, and he's collected 2,706 copies of Burger King video game. That's right. According to Mike Fahey from Kotaku, Leroy the Human Tackboard Patterson is on a mission to own all copies of Sneak King. Do you know what Sneak King is? I don't either, but what it sounds like is a game where the Burger King is kingy and he stealth kings around. I don't really understand it, but Leroy Patterson is a professional wrestler. He says he's in a promotion called GCW, which is just basically a place where they maim each other.
Did you
it's
say
terrible.
maim or name?
Maim. Like they hit each other with light tubes and thumbtacks and all sorts of terrible things.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's why he wants to play Sneak King, I guess. And last but not least, from Game Informer, Jason Guiseo, Jason G says that there's a new Marvel MMORPG in early development. DC United Online is going to get a graphics upgrade and some other stuff in 2023. But who cares about DC? Because Marvel is getting a N Global 7, a co-op company, or Coop, maybe they make chicken things, composed of prominent developmental studios, released a Q3 21 stuff where they did said things, including the Marvel IP-based massively multiplayer online game being developed by Dimensional Ink Studios in Austin, and is being led by Jack Emmert, who designed and helmed City of Heroes and currently leads DC UO. It's gonna happen eventually, but it says it'll probably be a long time.
Massive.
So sucks for you. And for the most famous segment within a segment, out today we have World's End Club available on the PC. We have MXGP 2021 available on literally everything except the Switch. We have Fight Night available for PC. Oddworld available for Oddworld Soulstorm Enhanced Edition. Available for all the things except for a Switch. I bought a Switch. Why is nothing available for the Switch? Prop Night available for the PC. Evil Genius 2 World Domination available on all the stuff except for the Switch. Mind Scanners, hey, it's available for the Switch. Buried Stars available for the PC, and the most famous gaming within a morning game thing show host. The name of the morning is Tank de la Muerto, available for the Switch.
Man, Re-News with you is a ride, Mike. Damn. That was awesome. Why isn't there anything out for the Switch? Oh, that's out for the Switch. Never mind. Buckle in. We'll make it. Congratulations again to our name of the morning, which could grow up to be name of the month by the end of the month, and then we'll give it away in July. Tank de la Muerta out today for the Switch. So congratulations. If you missed any of that, we do it both in the 6 o'clock and the 8 o'clock hours. Follow us on Twitter, won't you please?
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
All right, takeaways that were pretty okay after the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day. I'm drinking a London Fog Earl Grey Oat Milk Latte, which is my new favorite drink. Would go well with a vanilla bean mousse. This is exciting. I do like when we have food topics because it's food and we like doing that on the show. But also KJ, the master of the culinary arts, always has something fun to say. And vanilla bean mousse sounds delightful because it's National Mousse Day.
Mousse. There's a moose in the hoose.
Did you ever play the game Moose?
Is there a game called Moose?
There is.
Just do this.
Just do that.
It was a beverage game that one would hypothetically play in college. No, Mike, you're not under arrest. Like, just they're moose antlers. Yeah. Mine have spirit fingers. There you go. It's clip of the day. Spirit finger moose. What was the universal symbol for deer again?
This one, and then a moose is just it's a surprise deer.
We had, I think Scott Chick is here. Forgive me if not, but I want to do something that's kind of serious for Billy Thundergun today. We were talking about like work-life balance and some of the good things that have come out of the pandemic in terms of the companies that are adjusting work schedules and all this stuff. But we also had this discussion about how that has really helped Scott Chick's life as a caregiver. And so I want to give
Billy Thundergun Teammate of the Match Award
to Scott Chick specifically, but also all caregivers in this world, because listen,
work.
Yeah, it is a tough job. I mean, we've talked a lot about the work that you do, Mike, and that's tremendously good work. And the people who are day in and day out taking care of people who can't take care of themselves, amazingly impressive. It's not something I'm emotionally equipped to do, and so I'm impressed by y'all. Thank you very much.
Real rough.
All right, we're going to send you over to Perfect Lioness after this. Kira is one of my favorite partnered streamers. I haven't really hung out in a place that has the audience size that Kira does, and have complete joy and feel like cared for. Like it is a really fun stream if you've never been there before. Right now, just chatting. Kira has played Apex before, plays golf with friends, just a lovely person. And so please say good morning from GMS when we send you over there, because not usually on this early, but I am a subscriber of Kira's. Really love the place, so I'm happy we'll be able to say good morning from GMS over there. Takeaways that were pretty okay. Mike, what is something you learned from today's show?
I learned that pate isn't other fish eggs, it's actually liver. So that would explain a lot why it doesn't look like fish eggs.
A lot of things that come from the fish that I didn't realize you're supposed to eat. Apollo, my takeaway that was pretty okay is that work sucks, but I know. It's a Blink-182 lyric. Takeaway from KJ, pate is made with things other than liver. Thank you, Brendan_TTV, for that one. So we learned even further what pate is. Chris says, my takeaway is that Yogi Bear is terribly mysterious. Also, KJ would like to thank us because now the 70th birthday party for KJ's mom will be heavily moose-based, which is exciting. Very good. I'm convinced Yogi Bear isn't a real bear, but a man in disguise who is trying to escape the pressures and responsibilities of real life, according to Apollo.
I would just like to point out that Yogi Bear is a cartoon.
Could be plausible. My takeaway that was pretty okay is Mandy Patinkin played Inigo Montoya in Princess Bride.
I think that's so funny.
I had no clue. No clue whatsoever. I'm very happy I learned that today. All right. We'll be back tomorrow as we are Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. Be sure to tune into GMS After Dark, coming up tomorrow at 4:45 p.m. Pacific time, and find us on our Discord. If you would like to become a Patreon subscriber of the show, please do by going to patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. For Austin, for Sean, for Mike, I am Hefty Goof. Thank you for having fun with us. We'll see you again tomorrow for more of Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv.